all-time legends gathered for the first of the three-game series the Falcons and the Arabia Wolves. I'm Joey Zamboni, alongside Major League Baseball legend and Baseball United co-owner Albert Pujols. Albert, what a thrill to be with you here for a historic event.
Joey, guys, this is awesome. What a experience. What a great what a great weekend it's gonna be. To be able to be back here and now have a part, to have this event is really exciting.
Fans in the ballpark, very market field. It's just so impressive to see the growth of the game in the region. This is truly what it's all about. Going back to our first event, November of 2023, at the Ring of Fire Cricket Stadium here in Dubai. We had the Arab Classic, the first event at Baseball United Ballpark. And now this event, which gets us back into professional baseball. Some of your friends alongside some great prospects from this region.
Yeah, 100%. And you just said it, you cover everything. It's about, giving back. It's about spend the great game of baseball. And to be able to have here in Dubai, it's awesome. And our goal, is hopefully by the end of the year, have a league, to start the league, and start to get going and hopefully spend, around the region.
That's our home team, the Arabia Wolves. You can see D.D. Gregorius, one of our MLB legends at Baseball United co-owners who will be participating in this event. On the other side, it's the Mid-East Falcons. They've got their mascot, Benny, dancing in front of the third base dugout. We've got Rocky, the other mascot, in the house as well. Albert, I want to talk to you about how you got involved with this organization. Baseball United is still relatively new, but making big strides. How did you come to connect with Cash Shake in this organization?
Yeah, through friends, Vic and John and Eddie Diaz, those are guys that got involved with it, and then they reach out to me. And I think, at the end of the day, it's about growing the game, not just here, but, working with the commissioner as well back at home, and it's allowing me to have that opportunity. And my goal is to continue to give back to the game of baseball, and to be able to be here tonight and see this ballpark and, what they were able to do, John Cash and the whole crew of Baseball United in 38 days to turn dirt into this amazing stadium. It's very awesome to see.
Folks, if you don't know, last year in October, right around October 1st, this was literally a bowl of dirt and dust, a converted cricket field that now is the most beautiful and really the ballpark in the Middle East. It's going to be tremendous to help grow the game. The first event here in November was a big success. The Arab Classic featuring teams like Pakistan, India, UAE, among others, delighted fans, and showed this region what baseball is all about. And now we have youngsters, we have folks who have paid attention to the game their whole life. We've had people who are coming to the game for the first time, getting another opportunity and able to see the game at the top level. It's really what it is all about. Baseball United, it's the 2025 UAE Series. Could not be more excited to be here with you. Joey Zamboni alongside Albert Pujols ahead of the first pitch. Let's talk about players and the level of play. What do you expect tonight, Albert?
I expect to be a great game. These guys are professional, like you mentioned. You have D.D. Gregorius, who played for the Yankees, being in the lineup. I mean, I think it's going to be a great turnout. It's going to be a great event. The fans looks like they're getting into the stadium start getting packed. I think they're really excited to see some action.
And a great opening ceremony ahead of us as well. You're going to be catching the first pitch momentarily before we get underway. Jair Jurgens is going to be on the mound for the Arabia Wolves. He'll be facing off against batters like Pablo Sandoval. How about this? How many times in the same stadium do you have two of the four guys in baseball history who have hit 3 home runs in a single World Series game? Now, Pablo is one of them. The other one's sitting right here next to me, Albert Pujols. It shows you, it's incredible looking back at 2020 when Cash Shake, CEO and chairman of Baseball United, co-founder, connects with Mariano Rivera and Barry Larkin, John Miedrich, the VP as well, to build this organization. There's not, in my mind, anywhere else in sports, the level that you've gotten together as far as talent, as far as former players.
Yeah, and I think that's the goal, you know. I mean, when you want to build something, you want to have good product and good quality, and that's what you're going to see tonight, you know, with the talent that is going to be performing in the field, not just tonight, this whole weekend. So, like I say, I'm excited to be part of it, and, you know, my goal is to try to continue to grow, and hopefully this is going to be something that we're gonna be doing it for a long time. So I'm really excited, and Cash and John and the whole crew at Baseball United have done an unbelievable job promoting and to work hard day in and day out. You know, lay hours. You know, to be able to put an event like this. So I hope the fan gets to appreciate that.
Leading hopefully into a league in the future, and also just growth for the youth game and for awareness of baseball, for popularity of baseball in this region. We've been sitting here together for about a half hour. There's been several kids who have recognized you and come up to you. I mean, how special is that to see the youngsters turning out and embracing this game for the first time?
Well, it's pretty special, you know, because I think at the end of the day, it's about you know, finding the talent. And yes, we are a long way from home, but there's so much talent, you know, around the world, and to be able to have this opportunity, you know, to bring baseball here to Dubai, to this region. It's gonna be pretty special, you know, and giving also the opportunity to see so many great players, you know, who had a well successful major league career.
The Baseball United 2025 UAE Series, just about 10 minutes away from our opening ceremony at Baseball United Ballpark, Barry Larkin Field. Albert, I heard you on the radio in Dubai just yesterday, and you were talking about how maybe this is a place where you can find some of that hidden talent, and maybe that ends up in America or abroad, really playing at even higher levels.
Yes, you never know. I mean, you never know. So I think, you know, when you already lay down the ground, which Baseball United have done, and bringing talent and ability, and I know that there's gonna be more people in the community getting involved, learning more about the game, learning the rules, and it's a fun game. It's a fun game to be part of it, and it's a fun game to watch. You know, I did it for 24 years as a professional. I started playing baseball when I was 5 years old, so I think you know, to be able to have this game that's so much fun. I know the sport here is gonna give you an opportunity, like you say, for those young kids and talent that you never know you might discover. You know, the future of Major League Baseball.
And I think it's so cool to see this area starting to put its own spin on the game as well. We've got a unique situation as far as fans and rules go. We'll have some special rules for this game that the fans are really going to enjoy. I know you hit 703 home runs in your future Hall of Fame career. I'm just going to call it a Hall of Fame career right now. I think that's signed, sealed, and delivered. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever hit a 6-run home run in a game?
I was gonna say that.
Pablo Sandoval
I hit many, so I did not. But it's fun. Like I say, it's about making this game fun for the fans, for the players.
Yes.
And I think you're gonna see stuff like this weekend, where it's gonna be pretty unique. And it's about getting the fan involved and creating that energy, like you see. You know, people are coming here to see. So hopefully you get a couple of those 6-run homers, you know, with that yellow ball.
We're hoping. In November of 2023, Baseball United hosted its first event in Dubai, the Baseball United All-Star Showcase at the legendary Ring of Fire Cricket Stadium in Dubai, and fans were delighted when they brought out the money ball. That's a special rule that Baseball United is pioneering. If a player hits a home run when the money ball is in use, then that team gets double the runs. Pablo Sandoval came up with 2 men on base, hit a 6-run home run, and that was, I mean, listen, he absolutely blasted it, got all of it. He deserved all 6 RBIs, in my opinion, and that was one of the many, many highlights.
Can you imagine being down by 5 or 6 runs, and then you come up and hit a homer like that, and then tie the game, or even give me the chance to win the game? You know, that's pretty exciting.
A couple of good candidates maybe to do it right there. Alejandro De Aza and
Gabby
Gabby
Guerrero.
A couple of guys with MLB experience. Gabby from a great baseball family.
Yeah, had a chance to play with Gabby a couple of years ago. And the same team, Leones de Escogido, play against De Aza, you know, when he was with the Marlins for a while. So, like I say, you know, there's some old talent and there's some new talent that is gonna be in this place tonight.
Gabby getting stretched out. He's part of the Mideast Falcons team that's in the turquoise jersey. They are getting loose out in left field. The Arabia Wolves tonight in red. They are getting loose on the other side of Barry Larkin Field. Let's talk about Barry a little bit. He was with us for the Arab Classic. Actually was sitting in your seat for 4 or 5 games, calling the games, and he's been so pivotal. Really the guy who's in many ways helped to put this together the most among the players. What's your relationship like with Barry, and how did he help you get involved?
Well, I love Barry. I mean, he's been really vocal about Baseball United, about like growing this and growing the game. I have so much respect. I played so many years against him, especially in Cincinnati, and the respect that I have for him is just amazing. What he's done for the game, not just in the field but off the field, and giving back. That's something that I have appreciate the most.
Truly an ambassador for the game who's coached internationally, and alongside Cash Shake has helped to put this together. The experience for the fans is going to be a special one for a long, long time at Barry Larkin Field at Baseball United Ballpark. We are getting close now to the opening ceremony for the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series, the 3rd event for Baseball United in Dubai, the 2nd at this ballpark, which is a field of dreams, really, something that was built in the blink of an eye over the course of just 38 days in the fall, and now is giving these fans a chance to come on out and enjoy some world-class baseball in a great environment. Joey Zanaboni, Albert Pujols, we want to say thank you for joining us wherever you are tuning in from. This is being broadcast in 170-plus countries. I think that only leaves about 20 countries where it's not. So worldwide broadcast that stretches across 6 continents, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. It's about 7:40 in Dubai right now. A pleasant evening, about 77 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, weather's beautiful.
Yeah, 25 Celsius, and the wind, which was kind of crazy earlier, has died down, and so it's nice and calm. Have you been enjoying the Dubai experience, Albert? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, I was here a year and a half ago, and I love the country. I think it's beautiful. It's amazing, how this city has grown over the last, 20 years. But I haven't had a chance. I'm still jet lagged. I just got here a couple of nights ago, so I haven't had an opportunity to go out. I'm still resting a little bit. Got a couple of more days here, so hopefully tomorrow I go around and do a few things with the wife and get back in it here and, get the opportunity to call the game once again with you.
We're just getting started. 7:30 tonight, where we start our broadcast. 7:30 tomorrow, where we start our broadcast. And 4:30 on Sunday for a little matinee finish to the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series. This is just an honor to be with all of our baseball fans, young and old, new and experienced from across the globe. A one-of-a-kind event that has been made possible by Cash Shake, Chairman and CEO of Baseball United, and his great crew, John Miedrich, the Vice President, Rick Shake, who's here with us in the scores and music booth, Carlos Mirabal, all the great folks, Eddie Diaz, people who have pulled this together and worked so hard to make it what it is. The fans certainly appreciate it, and they are continuing to pour in the Baseball United ballpark from around Dubai and around the United Arab Emirates, the new hotspot for baseball in the world. The Baseball United All-Star Showcase from 2023 started it off. The Arab Classic kept it going, and now we're dancing right alongside Benny the Falcon at the 2025 UAE Series. It's all about family fun and good times at Baseball United Ballpark. This is truly a family game, and it's so cool to see these youngsters and these young families come out.
It's great to see, family come and support the community and support the game of baseball. So it's good to see this.
And at the
Look at that. Somebody's having fun.
Yeah, it sure is. In the Arab Classic, we saw so much of this. challenging your dance moves here, Albert. You might have a little competition if you can bust a move for us. Say Altuve jerseys. I've seen several New York Yankees hats, some St. Louis Cardinals gear as well.
I saw a couple of Pujols jersey too around.
There's a couple of them around, right? You're rocking the UAE jerseys. Some
I love
great
it, man.
merchandise.
It's nice.
Courtesy of Go Sport, available.
How to represent, you know, how to represent.
It is just a terrific look. It's available at the stand behind the grandstand where the fans are coming to life and cheering for U.S. service members. We'll have one about to throw out the first pitch. Major General Hagler about to go out to the mound and about to throw to Albert Pujols in just a matter of moments to kick things off at the 2025 Baseball United UAE Series. Make sure you follow Baseball United across social media at Baseball United, Twitter, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And make sure you find out more about this exciting new league at baseballunited.com. Speaking of Cardinals shirts, there's one right there. And I bet it says Pujols on the back of that thing. Just speculating here. But
look at with
Cardinal
the Rio, Cardinals
get along.
Yeah.
Baseball United bringing people together and establishing new rivalries as well. The Arabia Wolves and the Mideast Falcons, the two teams that are involved in this three-game series. Of course, we also have the Monarchs and the Cobras as part of the four-team Baseball United family right now. All three games will be staged between the Arabia Wolves and the Mideast Falcons. The Wolves are going to be the home team, meaning they will go into the field first and bat second tonight. They'll also be the home team tomorrow at 7:30 and Sunday at 4:30. The Wolves are managed by John McLaren, former manager of the Seattle Mariners. On the other side, the Mideast Falcons, they are managed by Dennis Cook, who won the World Series with the Florida Marlins in 1997, wearing jerseys that are a very similar color to the ones that the Mideast Falcons are wearing right now. He's such a tremendous ambassador for the game himself. Dennis, who's going over some last-minute rules with Eddie Diaz before heading in the general direction of the plate. He's had quite a week himself. Dennis Cook flying in from Tanzania. He just climbed Mount Kilimanjaro yesterday, and now he's ready to help us debut this 2025 UAE Series. Cash Shake bringing the Wolves out to the first base line. Falcons about to join them. Opening ceremony underway in just a matter of minutes at Baseball United Ballpark. Any advice for our first pitch, Albert? Are you going to give him any tips?
Don't bounce it. Back in the state, that's what they tell you. Whatever you do, throw it over, but don't bounce it. Don't leave it short.
Do you have a chest protector just in case?
Nah.
Go down, block that thing?
Nah, I think I'll be okay. If it bounces, I just get up and try to pick it like a first baseman.
Well, it's such a thrill. We just had several folks come over and just talk about what a thrill it is to have you here and have you out there catching this first pitch. What does it mean to you to be part of this opening ceremony and really kick this thing off?
Excited, honor to be here and just be part of something really special that, Baseball United is creating here. So I'm just excited to be here.
And as am I with you. I know you've got to go out and squat down behind the plate now to catch this opening pitch. So thank you, my friend. I'm going to let you go.
I'll see you in a little bit,
You're
buddy.
going to be back for the real first pitch out of the hand of Jair Jurgens. That is about 10 minutes away. Our opening ceremony about to get underway. Mideast Falcons, Arabia Wolves at Baseball United Ballpark to kick off the 2025 UAE Series. I'm Joey Zanaboni. Albert Pujols going to be back in just a few minutes. This is an event that people will remember for a long time for a lot of reasons, and you can tell the buzz on social media, the talk and the chatter has grown so much in Dubai. This organization goes back to 2020 when Barry Larkin and Cash Shake spawned the idea of joining forces to bring a great game and a new game to a region of the world that's not necessarily familiar with it. But there's a similar sport to baseball that's so popular in Dubai and Pakistan and India, in the Middle East and Southeast Asia. That is, of course, cricket. and so many folks around here have started to find a way to a new sport via an old sport. And of course, there's such a presence in this area of Americans and folks from all around the world who have some familiarity with baseball already, and now they're coming together with the new fans to spread the joy of a new game, and that joy will continue to spread this evening at Baseball United Ballpark. The players are lining up. The fans have their popcorn. They've got their hot dogs, courtesy of American Garden, the official concession partner of Baseball United, and now they are settling in for one of the premier worldwide baseball events, and certainly the premier baseball event so far in 2025 in the Middle East. Happy to be with you for the UAE Series presented by Bonk, the official presenting sponsor of Baseball United. We have so many players who are getting an opportunity to live their dreams. Here's a look at some of our prospects for the Arabia Wolves. Fans have turned out for so many of them because so many of them are from right here in Dubai or from the surrounding region, and they are ready to make this a special evening for players like Lorenzo Riddle, like Sandisha Migoda, like Michael Maga, the fan favorite who was just selected to become the last player on the Arabia Wolves roster, a proud part of the Filipino community and the baseball and softball community in Dubai. Michael Maga is going to factor prominently into this opening ceremony that we are just moments away from. We'd like to say thank you to Cash Shank, his entire team, and we'd like to say thank you to all of our friends here in the Score, Music, and PA booth. We've got a real treat for you. Radio personality extraordinaire from Dubai, Abdo, is here to take us through tonight's pregame ceremony.
UAE Series. We are beyond grateful to have you here tonight as we celebrate the game of baseball on this global stage. Please turn your attention to the field as we begin tonight's opening ceremony. Throwing out tonight's ceremonial first pitch, please welcome Major General Wendell G. Hagler, United States Army Senior Defense Attaché. And catching the Major General's first pitch tonight is Major League Baseball legend and Baseball United co-owner, Albert Pujols. Give it up for these two legends! Now, let's meet tonight's team, starting with the Mid-East Falcons. First, we highlight the future of the game. The rising stars looking to make their mark. From the Palestine National Baseball Team, number 0, Steven Mufada. Also from the Palestine National Team, number 11, Dylan Ahmed.
They like, what he on? Is the Alpha and Omega? Welcome home.
From the Palestine national team, number 13, Yunus Halim. Siam Laffy. From the UAE national team, number 55, Jose Acosta. And from the Sri Lanka national team, number 70, Samira Ratnayaki. And now, please welcome the coaches for the Mideast Falcons. The pitching coach, number 14, Les Lancaster. The bullpen coach, number 20, Steve Fish. The third base coach, number 35, Miguel Ojeda. The first base coach, number 45, Joe Alvarez. And tonight's reserves for the Mideast Falcons. Second baseman, number 2, Mitch Piatnik. Pitcher number 24, Consta Corica. Center fielder number 25, Federico Cello. Pitcher number 34, Shingo Hirata. Pitcher number 51, Matt Soren. Pitcher number 52, Severino Gonzalez. And pitcher number 56, Kodai Hamaya. And now, your Mideast Falcons starting lineup. Leading off, the left fielder, number 30, Alejandro Diaza. Gabby Guerrero. Batting third, the third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 33, Alex Liddy. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 3, Dylan Thomas. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 38, Rusney Castillo. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 16, Sam Abbott. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 36, Alberto Meneo. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Gregory Cano. And the starting pitcher for the Mideast Falcons, number 39, Colin Wild. Leading the charge from the top step of the dugout, please welcome the manager of the Mideast Falcons, number 27, Dennis Cook. And now, let's meet your home team, the Arabia Wolves. Starting with the prospects, please welcome from the UAE national team, number 15, Sean Fakete. From the UAE national team, number 22, Lorenzo Riddle. From Cameroon 41, Steven Larkin. The bullpen coach, number 45, Jose Cano. The pitching coach, number 50, Hector Barrios. The quality control coach, number 51, Justin Seagal. And the first base coach, number 96, Ruben Rivera. And your reserves for the Arabia Wolves, pitcher number 19, Alex Katz. Pitcher number 21, Todd Van Steensel. Dovida Saboruska. Pitcher number 47, Ryan Schlitter. And pitcher number 85, Cameron Gann. And now, let's hear it for the Arabia Wolves starting lineup. Leading off, the center fielder number 1, Rudy Martin. Batting second, the right fielder number 25, Dwight Smith Jr. Batting third, the shortstop, number 18, Didi Gregorius. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 10, Courtney Hawkins. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 27, Connor Penaz. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 31, Augustine Murillo. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 37, Shuhei Kada. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 8, Carlos Garzon. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 17, Chris Byers. And your starting pitcher for the Arabia Wolves, warming up in the bullpen, number 49, Jair Jurgen. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. Introducing the manager, leading the team from the dugout. Please welcome manager of the Arabia Wolves, John McLaren. It's about to get ugly. Dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that green. Rise against the ravine. Don't make it a murder scene. And now, joining the Wolves on the field is the winner of the inaugural Baseball United Fans Choice Award. Please welcome Michael Maga. Stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome members of the El Dafra Air Force Color Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing as we are now joined on the field by Dr. Alyssa Jo Roberts from the United States Department of Defense, Defense Language Institute, who will perform the United States National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Dr. Alyssa Jo Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is my honor to introduce the man who is the fire and fuel behind this vision at Baseball United. Please join me in welcoming to the field Baseball United Chairman, CEO, and co-founder, Cass Shake.
Guys, I just wanted to say thank you. It's my honor to introduce Isaac from the Abu Dhabi Little Sluggers. Thank you for your patience. Isaac's gonna finally get us going tonight. Let's go, Isaac.
Let's play ball!
Let's go! Let's hear it for Isaac! Let's go!
Baseball United 2025 UAE Series presented by Bonk begins right now. Welcome again to baseball fans around the world. Our broadcast stretching across 170 plus countries and 6 continents, bringing in fans from all walks of life and probably from all times of day. How about this light show at Baseball United Ballpark? Joey Zanaboni.
How about that? Playing under the light with the show.
Nighttime in Dubai, a pretty evening, and a great pregame ceremony. Thank you to all who were a part of it, including yourself, Albert. First pitch, well, he was very enthusiastic, and it featured some push-ups as well.
Yeah, one thing that I told him, I'm like, don't bounce it. He's like, you have any advice? I'm like, yeah, don't bounce it. Just whatever you do, throw it over the head, but don't try to bounce it. I mean, but hey, it's not easy, you know, it's not easy. It looks easy when you get it that mound, man, it's you put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Not as easy as you made it look. You had a little pitching career, right, toward the end there?
Yeah, I didn't go too well. I only had like a 45.6 ERA.
Major General Wendell Hagler on the ceremonial first pitch. Thank you to him, and thank you to Dr. Alyssa Jo Roberts. for the United States national anthem. We have the UAE national anthem as well. And now we are set to go at Barry Larkin Field, Baseball United Ballpark. Dennis Cook and John McLaren have exchanged lineup cards and gone over the rules with tonight's umpiring crew. 2 of them from the Czech Republic and 2 from Sri Lanka. We've got Zdeněk Zidek behind the plate, František Pribyl at first base, Tranga Sampad at second, Dilla Sandarwan at third base. They are clad in black. The Arabia Wolves are clad in black as well, trimmed with red. Jair Jurgens is going to throw our first official pitch. Albert, he was really great beginning of the 2010s with the Atlanta Braves. What do you remember about Jair?
Yeah, you just said it. I mean, he was a great pitcher. I mean, unfortunately, his injury, kept him out of the league. But I mean, every time you facing or I facing, you were in for a long day. So with a good sinker, good changeup, knew how to pitch. Every time he took that mound, every 5th day, he gave everything and left everything in the field. So it's good to see him back in the mound and actually throwing the game tonight.
And his skipper, John McLaren, says he's still pitching, he's still in good shape, 39 years old, and he's hoping that he can go deep into the ball game. 4 or 5 innings, I think, is what each manager is expecting from their starting pitcher. Each team has about 5 relievers ready to come out of the bullpen. John, early 70s now, former manager of the Seattle Mariners, former interim manager of the Washington Nationals as well. The competitive fire still burns bright for him, as it does for Dennis Cook. We know all these guys want to win, and it starts with the guys in the dugout.
Of course, I mean, you have to, these guys are professional, and you have to keep it really competitive, and I think that's something that you're going to see tonight. It's a fun game. It's awesome. Everybody's here to have a great time, but at the same time, you want to win, and you want to put a good showing. I think both of these teams, they're ready for it.
27 innings over the next 3 days ahead of us. We've got another rule that's a little bit different from a lot of leagues that you would see. If this game is tied after 9 innings, it would be determined by a home run derby. So stay tuned for that if we get to a potential extra situation with the game tied. The Mideast Falcons and the Arabia Wolves about to kick it off. And here's the lineup for the visitors, the Mideast Falcons. It all starts at the top with Alejandro De Aza. Gabby Guerrero is going to hit second after that. Kung Fu Panda. Pablo Sandoval hits third. Alex Liddy, the Italian shortstop, cleans up. Dylan Thomas, Rusney Castillo, Sam Abbott, Alberto Mineo, another Italian, and Gregory Cano, younger brother of Robinson Cano, Baseball United co-owner, round out this starting lineup for Dennis Cook.
Yeah, this is a great lineup. I mean, look at especially the top 4 guys in the list, top 5 guys. I mean, they're gonna give Georges a pretty great matchup.
And all 5 of those guys participated in the All-Star Showcase at the Ring of Fire Cricket Stadium just over a year ago. So they know what it's all about to go out and compete. That was an All-Star Showcase between East and West All-Stars tonight. For the first time, many of these players representing either the Falcons or the Arabia Wolves. The Wolves are out on the field, and they are going to try to put up something scoreless behind Jair Jurgens, another of our Baseball United co-owners, one of 20 former MLB players who are part of the ownership group. Jurgens is going to have to be on his game because this offense for the Falcons can make you pay in a hurry. We were out here yesterday watching batting practice, and we expect the ball to fly around a little bit at Baseball United Ballpark. If the Arab Classic in November was any indication, I think we can expect to see some home runs.
Yeah, I mean, you have to keep the ball down for sure. The weather, it's great. Looks like the ball is going to carry out. Like you mentioned early, the wind was blowing in a little bit, but now it's really calm, and you expect to see some offense from both sides.
Take you around the horn here for the Arabia Wolves, starting with Agustin Murillo. He's at the hot corner. Murillo at third base. Didi Gregorius, the former big leaguer, is at short. Chris Byers, arguably the best player from the Arab Classic, representing the UAE. He is at second base. Connor Panis, who had a monster home run in the All-Star Showcase, is at first. Left to right in the outfield, it's Courtney Hawkins, Rudy Martin, and Dwight Smith Jr. Carlos Garzon is going to be doing the catching for Jair Jurgens, former Atlanta Brave and a longtime member of the Netherlands national team who's pitched in multiple World Baseball Classics as recently as 2023. Jurgens now into his warm-up routine. Albert, as a hitter here, what are you looking for as you take your warm-up swings when you're observing a starting pitcher like this?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, you get the scouting. Some of these guys probably faced him in the past, and they know what he got, and you know, try to seek some pitch, you know, for later on in the game. Hopefully, if you come with men in scoring position, you get a chance, you know, to drive some runs. So, but you know, he's gonna be aggressive. He's gonna probably attack the. If I remember, you know, that's who he was when he was on the mound throwing strike. He was a strike machine, attacking the strike zone, and that's what you probably expected from him tonight. Although, like you mentioned, you know, 39 years old, he's still really in good shape, you know, which is impressive.
Absolutely. He and Pablo Sandoval have met at the major league level, and they've met in Baseball United as well. Both of them part of the Showcase, All-Star Showcase, November of 2023. Jair started that game against Bartolo Colon. And now Jair Jurgens ready for his first pitch of the evening and our first pitch of the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series. Jurgens against Alejandro de Aza. And that is through for a strike called.
There it is. And talking about somebody keeping himself in shape, this guy, Alejandro de Aza, you know, he's been around baseball for a long time, and it's good to see him as well in the field.
Fantastic professional 10-year MLB vet. He's going to smoke one out to right center. That looks like trouble. Down is the baseball, up against the United side. It'll be grabbed off the baseball. De Aza, he will ease into third with a leadoff triple.
Wow. That's the way to start again.
Made it look easy. Smooth swing and an easy arrival. Rudy Martin got into the gap to dig it off the wall. Perfect swing.
That's a great swing right there. Staying inside that baseball, you know, and drove it down the gap.
Bounces up on this turf surface and immediately gets the Falcons in scoring position for a former teammate of yours, Gabby Guerrero. Himself, and like his uncle, like his family does, no batting gloves, little flare shot right side for his Myers, steps back and reels it in. De Aza stays put at third.
It's a great pitch right there, you know, a little sinker in.
Working through trouble early, Jair Jurgens gets an easy out on a pop-up to Byers. And Kung Fu Panda, the one to try to bring the runner 90 feet in. Sandoval with his first at-bat of the 2025 UAE Series. Jurgens downstairs in the turf and corralled by Garzon. The former San Francisco Giant and Boston Red Sox.
Great career, you know, for Pablo as well. You know, the injuries, you know, with him kind of kept him out of the game.
Oh, hits it hard. Bouncer, Byers, snares, one will score. And the Mideast Falcons score the first run in the UAE Series.
Mideast Falcons on the board. Next up to bat, number 30.
Nice work by Byers to keep that from going to right. But Sandoval hit it right on the nose, more than enough to chase home De Aza after his leadoff triple. 1-0 Mideast Falcons. Alex Liddy with the base paths clean and 2 outs. The Italian flag bat. Liddy, the first Italian-born player to play in Major League Baseball.
Talking about somebody spot right here. Alex can put that ball in the seat in a hurry.
Saw something he liked on the first pitch from Jurgens.
I love it. You know, these guys, you know, came up to play. But really aggressive, especially early. They know that they're just going to be.
It's a nice swing on that. Past the glove of Courtney Hawkins. The Dubai Eye 103H line. Could it be two triples? Yes, it will. Ball scurries toward third above the cutoff man, and Liddy finds himself just down the avenue.
A hanging breaking ball right there.
You called it. He can make you pay if you make a mistake like that.
Yeah.
Liddy all smiles. Dylan Thomas, another guy who can make you pay. Digs into the left side as we get another look at that smoked ball by Liddy. Hawkins almost able to reel it in. Jurgens will step off momentarily. Thomas with white and pink cleats. Keeps it on the back line in the left side. Mariner himself.
Change it.
Start him with a Sti-Rank. Rusney Castillo on deck. Sam Abbott in the hole. Mid-East already up 1-0. Try to extend the lead and the frame. Jurgens. Thomas, line drive right field corner. Foul ball. Dylan, another great example of spreading baseball around the globe. Played at our All-Star Showcase in 2023. He's also been part of mentoring Team China in independent baseball as part of a partnership with Team China in 2018. Managed John McLaren, part of that program. Takes one just outside the rectangle. 1-2 on DT. If he runs into one, it'll get out of here in a hurry. Jair Jurgens, Dylan Thomas, and 2 down, man on third. And Thomas takes the stairs. Good work by Garcon there to pick it up.
You see Jurgens being really careful here. He doesn't want to make a mistake.
2-2 with Didi playing virtually behind second. Jurgens in the basement. Let's make it full. Baseball United Ballpark in Dubai. Pleasant evening in the United Arab Emirates. Full house. And he will board Thomas.
Up next to bat number 38, Rusney Castillo.
And Jurgens has that one tumble way away from the zone. And Thomas makes it corners. Rusney Castillo, another former Boston Red Sox silver medalist at the 2011 Baseball World Cup with Cuba. Settles into the right side. And there goes DT on the first, unchallenged. He'll swipe second. The fans. He'll get his helmet back to him. Best hair on the field. Maybe in the UAE Series. Jurgens missed up, and Thomas makes this more threatening for the Mideast Falcons, trying to extend the 1-0 lead. This is ruled dead on a foul tip. Indecisive swing by Rusney. He'll go to 1-1. skipper Dennis Cook watching just over his shoulder. Castillo. Straight and true from Jurgens. Ball and 2 strikes. Castillo from Ciego de Avila in Cuba. Right-handed hitter. Right-hander Jurgens. We'll go back to 2-2. Hard work so far for Jair, flirting with 20 pitches, but could keep it to just 1 run. Deuces, makes it 3-2.
Very close.
Really close.
Very close.
Home plate umpire Zdenek says ball. He's from the Czech Republic, spent 7 years in affiliated minor league baseball in the United States. 3-2 with first base open. Popped up. Should be another put away for Byers. He gets 2 putouts and an assist. Falcons leave 2, but they score 1. We're underway at the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series. Arabia Wolves up to the sticks for the first time when we come back.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Take to bat, score is 1-0. Ladies Falcons in the lead.
He can throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool boy. Saw him the other night at this roadside bar. I was walking in, he was walking out. We went back inside, sat down, had a few drinks, but all we kept talking about was glory days. Well, it passed you by, glory days. And the work of a young girl's eye, glory days, glory days. Well, there's a girl that
Bottom half of the first. At the first ever UAE Series in Dubai, our first square brought to us by Bonk, the official presenting sponsor of the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series. Thank you to Bonk, and thank you to Gordo for being out here. That's the 10-meter tall mascot for Bonk out in right center field. For those fans not familiar with the metric system, that's about 35 feet worth of dog out there in right center field. We're told that if a player hits a home run, there's going to be a special prize if they can reach Gordo. And let's see if maybe the Arabia Wolves will fulfill that right now. It's Rudy Martin, it's Dwight Smith Jr., and it's T.D. Gregorius, guaranteed to see the light of day against Colin Wiles, a former first-round pick. Right-hander on the mound, and he'll deal the first for Steve Wright called 1. Wiles, a former first-round pick of the Oakland Athletics, played with the A's back in 2022. One outside, ball and a strike.
Well, we will see the Wolf, come aggressive as well, like the Falcon did. I think Collins is going to looks like he's going to be around slicing, so I'll be aggressive if I was this guy.
Slapped down the left field line by Rudy Martin, 9-year Pro Bowl vet, 7 in minor league baseball in the Royals and Nationals systems. 2 triples in the top half of the first for the Mideast Falcons. They did leave 2 in scoring position, but up 1-0. Sweeps through, foul tip, and he's gone on strikes. Wiles picks up the K. That's our first strikeout of the night. Good pitch there. Tied him up. Thin part of the bat.
Looks
That's
like a cut.
heck of a squeeze as well by Alberto Mineo.
Looks like a cutter right there. That was a great pitch.
Shades of Mariano Rivera, right?
Yep. Although Mariano.
His cousin Ruben coaching down at first. Of course, Mariano is one of our Baseball United.
It's funny you
owners.
mentioned Ruben, you know, because I asked him, what's the chance, Ruben, that you might get one at bat here tonight?
Dwight
He
Smith
was
Jr.
laughing.
bounces one to Gregory Cano.
Wow, great
throwing
play.
to first. How about that? Woo! Gregory Cano. No. Huge play on the right side of the infield and the early web gem of the night.
That's a great play, great wrench right there. I thought it was a base C all over.
Reaching out and look at that from the back. Makes a good throw to Sam Abbott at first base. Wiles appreciative. Dwight Smith Jr. bounces out to Gregory Cano. And now it's Didi Gregorius, another Baseball United co-owner, who's stepping to the left-hand side. Could be quick here for Wiles, maintaining this 1-0 advantage. Sir Didi. 2 once again. Gregorius, like Jair Jurgens, Curacao, representing the Netherlands at the WBC level, still just 34 years old, 999 hits. The MLB level takes outside, puts himself to 3-0.
Another guy here that has some great years, you know, in the Major League. It's crazy to see him, you know, 34 years old and out of the game, you know. But still here, getting a chance, you know, to showcase and hopefully getting an opportunity. I know the last couple of years he played in Mexico, I believe, so.
Still staying active. Last played, I believe, in the major leagues around 2020, 2021. He's known as the successor to Derek Jeter. Stop for the Yankees. For Gregory Cano. He put on a show. Big time play on the right side of the infield. This time more routine. 1-2-3 for Wiles. Mideast Falcons 1. Arabia Wolves 0. 7-8-9 due up for Mideast when we come back.
Smell of shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost sugar salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason. Stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty.
Top of the second. They got the Jimmy Buffett going at Baseball United Ballpark, Barry Larkin Field. Relaxed and fun for the UAE Series. Jair Jurgens back for a second square after throwing about 20 pitches in the first. We're all out here searching for that lost shaker salt, aren't we, Albert?
Great crowd, you know, great crowd. I think, you know, this is awesome. Everybody has come, you know, and really support
Number 16, Sam Abbott.
this game tonight, you know, and I think at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
It's really great to see, especially out in the Crawford boxes, on right and left field. Arabia Wolves fans sitting in right. Mideast Falcons fans sitting left. Sam Abbott Starting the bottom of the order stretch for a Mideast Falcons offense that's been productive so far. We'll take the first for a strike call from Jurgens. Well, Jurgens got in some trouble, but kept the Wolves in the game early. Stranded 2 in scoring position in the first. He leaves that downstairs for Sam.
And for Jurgens, he needs right here like a quick inning. You know, he can't climb with a pitch count. You know, especially early in the game.
Moves it to 2-1 against Abbott. Born in Kuwait City, 25 years young. Former Chicago White Sox farmhand. Jurgens holds it high. Small kick, he comes and leaves it toward the hands of Abbott, who's now way out ahead. Jurgens. Here, pop up toward third, foul territory, long run. It will get down right in front of the Mideast Falcons dugout. A little chase, some cardio for Agustin Murillo. He'll be due up third in the bottom half of the second inning. And 3-2, Jurgens looking for his first strikeout of the night. And instead, issues the free pass. That's his second walk. Also gave one away to Dylan Thomas in the first square.
Next up to bat number 36, Alberto Mineo.
Alberto Mineo, Italian former Blue Jays minor leaguer who had a lot of success in the Nicaraguan Winter League this past winter. Has to wait as Abbott steps back to first. Didi shaded towards second. Murillo pulled way away from third. Upstairs to Alberto. Connor Panis holding Abbott on. He'll be due up second in the bottom half of this second. And Colin Wiles had such an easy go of it in the bottom half of the first. Jurgens not missing by all that much. Mineo, like his fellow countryman Liddy, rocking some Italian gear as that one almost gets away from Jair. Panis reaches down to keep it from going into foul territory. We saw Liddy with the Italian bat. We see Mineo with the Italian flag arm sleeve. Jair just looking for it. Any advice for him, Albert?
He doesn't look comfortable on the mound. You know, every time he delivers the ball, he looks kind of down to the dirt, like he doesn't feel comfortable. See, he's no finishes deliver it.
Walked 3 of the last 4 batters. And alarm bell. John McLaren's staff is going to send his pitching coach.
Got Barrios
out of the mound for a little chat. Trouble for the Arabia Wolves starter. 2 Falcons out on the bases. Just the top half of the second. Talking to McLaren before the game. He was looking at around 50 pitches tonight for Jair Jurgens and said it could be in any game of this series if the starter is not able to go 4 or 5. That's where you can get in some hot water. Jurgens just 20 pitches away from 50 right now.
Yeah.
Next up to bat number 23, Gregory Cano.
Well, he's done it with the glove. Can he do it with the bat now? Gregory Cano, second baseman for the Falcons, who dazzled Fantastic play to put away Dwight Smith Jr. Half inning to go. Takes the first one down around the toes. Second. That's a nice cut from Gregory. He's only 20 years old. Shown a lot of potential with the bats. Look at that gold belt as well. Styling out here at Barry Larkin Field downstairs, Jurgens.
And the shoes. 2 colors.
I mean, this is wonderful stuff. These Falcons turquoise jerseys. By the way, check out baseballunited.com for more information on merchandise. These are really rocking. Cano, Parasails one out to shallow left center.
Ball was up and away, and he kind of went out of the strike zone.
For Jair Jurgens. Now he has to face off against Alejandro De Aza, one of the 2 who rang him for triples in the top half of the first. De Aza looking to stay hot. Chokes up on the bat, left side, and takes the first one down in the turf, 1-0. De Aza tripled, scored on the RBI ground out by Pablo Sandoval. He's in the hole with Gabby Guerrero, watching from the on-deck area. The fans breaking out the instruments. It's the Bonk Thunder Sticks. As De Aza moves further out ahead. Jurgens glances a couple of times back at Abbott. Now's a check swing, ticked off and splintered into the glove. 2-1 on Alejandro. Pendulum's the bat, that left side now pulls the hands high. Jurgens missing down quite a bit now.
Being really careful right here.
Memories maybe manifesting in his mind of that ball that was lasered out into right center on one of the game's first pitches just about 20 minutes ago. Garzon trying to help him right the ship. 3-1. And De Aza, he thought about it, appealed to third. He's going to put him on first base. Dilip Sandarawan, the third base umpire, says he did not go.
1-0 Mideast Falcons. Up next to that number 15, Gabby Guerrero.
That's great bat control right there. Move the knob of the bat, but not the barrel. De Aza, the first man in the UAE Series to reach twice. Why not load him up? Bases checked for Gabby Guerrero, 1 out. Jurgens still being careful. 1-0 on Gabby. Jair is starting to scrape up against that 50 pitch. Not exactly limit, but idea of a limit. To Gabby, he popped out to Chris Byers with De Aza on third in the first. Oh, he's not going to pop out on that line drive, but it hooks just foul in the left field corner.
Foul ball.
Fans love the swing. Good barrel right there, but missing by a couple of feet.
Well, if you want to take a hack like that with bases loading, I don't mind, you know. I put a great swing just a little bit in front.
See what he's got cooked up here. Jurgens to Guerrero, lifted right center. Could it be? Back at the wall. It's down at the wall. Extra bases for Guerrero. Falcons score 1, 2. They won 3. Go to the plate. Got him. Diaza. Gone down to the plate. Falcons trying to play with a double by Guerrero. 3-0.
Guerrero with a double and scores 2 runs.
Wow. What an exciting sequence. We'll get another look at it here. Sam Abbott and a pinch runner, Yunus Halim, score for the Mideast Falcons. Great swing.
I thought that ball was going to go out.
Missed a home run by really just a matter of feet. Guerrero contented himself at second as guess who? D.D. Gregorius came through the perfect throw. Diaza tagged away. Panda caught reaching on the first, 0-1. He wanted to hit that one out.
Yep.
Looking for his second ever Baseball United home run. There's been 3 runs scored for Mideast. And there are 2 outs in this top half of frame 2. Sandoval. He's got a bouncer. DD a dive. Can't get to it. This should score the 4th. Guerrero in on his feet. Pablo Sandoval, a pair of ribbies. Mideast Falcons cruising.
Sandoval with an RBI. The score is now 4-0. Mideast Falcons in the lead. Next up to bat, number 33, Alex Liddy.
Pablo Sandoval, if there's an MVP of Baseball United Showcase and Series events so far, he's got to be close. First man was Liddy, ball. Sandoval, an RBI ground on the first, an RBI base hit here in the second. The latest scored was Guerrero. Prior to that, Sam Abbott and Yunus Halim had scored. Alberto Mineo will remain in the game. Halim, one of our prospects. The Palestinian national team came on home on that hard hit double by Guerrero to right center. Liddy, good hack with the Italian bat. Jurgens just trying to find an escape hatch now. Stranded 2 in scoring position in the first. Using the relay from Rudy Martin to D.D. Gregorius to the plate. Let's keep this from being a 5-run lead. Swing through by Liddy. He'll go to 2 strikes. We'll see what John McLaren and Hector Barrios have as far as pitchers go. They've got plenty of options. Brian Schlitter, Lorenzo Riddle, and others in the Arabia Wolves bullpen. Fouled away by Liddy. He'll stay alive. Jurgens trying to send us to the bottom half of the second. Lift the hands and just get out of the way a bit. Ball inside.
2-2.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Diddy, hard hit, short hop, Didi! Great glove work at short.
Batters out, retires the side. We are headed to the bottom
Sandoval
of the second
forced
inning.
out at second.
Score is 4-0.
Gregorius,
Falcons in the lead.
scorched ball, hot glove. Wolves need to get going with the bats. They trail 4-0. Courtney Hawkins, Connor Panis, Agustin Murillo up to the plate in Dubai.
I got platform.
Bottom half of the second, Barry Larkin Field, Baseball United Ballpark. Basement of the second, presented by American Garden, the official concessions of Baseball United. That popcorn's pretty darn good, isn't it?
I'm having some.
Are you willing to share here, Albert?
Of course.
He's generous.
Of course.
Thank you to all of our friends at American Garden. I mean, this is, salted, unsalted. This is the good stuff right here.
It is.
And they are loving it in Dubai. So many great treats. Courtesy of American Garden. Arabia Wolves, they need some offensive treats here. And Courtney Hawkins trying to help them get on the board against Colin Wiles. He's been the better starting pitcher so far. 1, 2, 3 to first, and now 0-2 on Courtney. First round pick against first round pick. Wiles with the Athletics. Hawkins, former first rounder with the Chicago White Sox. Ben Peace ends low. Hawkins resists temptation. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hawkins, who plays in the Nippon Professional Baseball League, the Soft Hawks. So playing Hawks, he will take that one downstairs. Wiles 6'4", born June of '94, from just outside the Kansas City area. And Park. Oh, Hawkins! Get out of town! Home run! Lock it, cock it, rock it, restock it. Courtney Hawkins, the first home run of the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series.
That ball was hit.
Positively pulverized by Courtney Hawkins. He hit it over the Falcons fans in the left field Crawford box.
27,
I know they're Falcons fans, but still going crazy for Hawkins. He can really handle the bat, and you see why he's the cleanup man for John McLaren's team. Solo jab.
Well, we said they had to make something going, They don't want to get too down in this game. I know it's early, but
they've got good power at the plate. And she's going to lace one up to the right, but on the left side. It's reeled in by Gabby Guerrero. Guerrero, who had the key double for 2 RBIs, makes the play as we get another look at Courtney Hawkins' jab.
looks like he got all of that.
High and hard into the Dubai nights. Like a desert wind blows it out of Baseball United Ballpark. And maybe that'll open up this offense. The Wolves struggled in the first against Wiles, though it took a great play by Gregory Cano to keep him off the bases. Agustin Murillo swings through that. One ball, one strike in a 4-1 game. Down and in. Second ball to Agustin Murillo, a former Diamondbacks minor leaguer, also a member of the Nippon Professional Baseball League, plays with the Golden Eagles. Off the end of the bat, bouncer short, Alex Liddy. A little bit low, but Sam Abbott for the knee and makes the play. Abbott at first, Sandoval at third, Liddy at short, who just made the play, Cano at second. Mineo's behind the plate, De Alza, Thomas, Guerrero left to right in the outfield behind that man Wiles. And he's going to have his hands full here with the designated hitter, Shuhei Fukuda. The Japanese star takes the first to move out ahead 1-0. 17 years of professional baseball in Japan. He's still just 32 years old. 2-0. He's got a great following. Several reporters and Many fans out to support Fukuda. Rests the bat on the back shoulder. Brings that down the first baseline foul.
It's pretty amazing. You play 17 years, you know, as a professional. You're still 32 years old.
Youngster. Ground ball right side, should end it. Sliding over Cano, and that's all she wrote. Good recovery by Wiles. Courtney Hawkins tags him for a big home run. Falcons, though, up 4-1 at Baseball United Ballpark.
4-1, Minis Falcons. Top of the third inning, score is 4-1. Minis
Top
Falcons.
three, lead at 3.
Next up to bat,
Falcons with
number 3,
Dylan Thomas.
Thomas.
First up, our bonk zone filled with Thunder sticks tonight. These bats have brought the Thunder over the last couple of innings. Home run by Hawkins, big double by Guerrero that almost flew out of the park. Strike called to Thomas on his first pitch of his second at-bat. DT drew a walk, stole a base. First time through. Pendulums through that one, and it's 0-2 on the longtime vet. Originally drafted by the Colorado Rockies out of Houston, Texas, following his high school playing career. Thomas takes a frisbee outside from Jair Jurgens, remains on the mound. Treading water around 50 pitches. He's given up 4 runs on 4 hits, but his team's still in the game. Sends that one off the candy dish and off the chest protector of Garcon, 2-2. Let's go all full. Thomas will help him out. Fishes that up off the turf. Feels like a big moment for Jair Jurgens. Leadoff walk would set Rusney Castillo to the plate with the speedy Thomas.
He's definitely need a shutdown inning here, especially after they score. You know, you don't want to give the momentum back.
Thomas, 3-2, and he will draw that walk. Base on balls, Dylan Thomas showing great patience at the plate.
Second walk of the night for him.
First one was with 2 outs. This comes in a leadoff variety.
Score 4-1. Minis Falcons.
And Castillo trying to make him pay. Well, they've kind of piled up on Jair. 1 walk in the first, 3 in a tough second, and now adds another in the top half of the third. Castillo, the 37-year-old, 5'9" batter, will send a ground ball to second. Byers wants to make a turn. Didi makes it look easy, and that's what Georgia's needed right there.
Double play on the field.
2 outs. Top of the third, score is 4-1. Mid-East Falcons in the lead.
Double play ball. Byers puts out Fires. Easy turn for the local kid, and DD plenty of time to hoist that over a sliding Thomas to Connor Panis. The first double play of our UAE series. And Jurgens retires Castillo, who's now 0 for 2. And 2 outs, Sam Abbott to the plate. Bases have been Windexed, and the first one downstairs to the first baseman will skitter back to the screen.
He's a big boy right here.
Really is. Good power and a solid pro. From Kuwait City. Drafted by the White Sox in 17, tattoos this one on the right field. It takes a bounce and bounces onto the Crawford box. It did get out of place. This is a stand-up ground rule double for Sam Abbott, the 6'4", 225 first baseman, finds himself in scoring position.
Makes it to second base. Next up to bat, number 36, Alberto Reneo. Top of the third. Score is 4-1.
Awesome stroke. And it hit the rail above the yellow line before it was barehanded by Dwight Smith Jr. Mineo with 2 out and a man on second. Takes the first paper cutted over the outside corner. Mineo, catcher, made a name for himself as part of the Chicago Cubs system. Fly ball center field, looks like an inning ender.
We are headed to the bottom.
What might be his final inning of the night? We will see. First on to the bottom half of the third. Arabia Wolves down by a treble at the UAE Series. Bottom half 3, Mid-East Falcons out hitting the Arabia Wolves 5-1, leading 4-1. Falcons have really handled the bats well tonight. 4 of their 5 hits have been for extra bases. The Wolves, though, have the game's only home run. Courtney Hawkins saw to that off of Colin Wiles in the bottom half of the second. Wiles, though, turned around and did a fantastic job after surrendering the home run. Retired 3 straight. It's Carlos Garzon, it's Chris Byers, and then the top of the order, Rudy Martin for the Wolves. Bottom half, square 3, Joey Zanaboni alongside the legendary Albert Pujols at the 2025 UAE Series. United. It's such a pleasure to bring you this game, and it's tell you more about this great organization that dates back to 2020 when Cass Shake, alongside Barry Larkin, founded Baseball United as a way to spread baseball around the globe, specifically in the Middle East and South Asia. First series, an all-star showcase, was played at the Ring of Fire Cricket Stadium in Dubai, and now we have our second event at the Baseball United ballpark, part of the 7th Sports Complex, just south of Dubai. Garcon laces that back to the screen. This is a fantastic place for sports. There's some great cricket fields, rugby, soccer, and now they've added this baseball field that was built in just 38 days last fall and continues to see major improvements, from Crawford boxes in the outfield, scoreboard, great perks for the fans. Garcon pokes that right field, but it'll be caught by Gabby Guerrero.
Bottom of the third inning, score is 4-1, Vinny's Falcons in the lead.
Gabby's stayed busy tonight, having a lot of fun out there in right and with the bat as well. Talk about having fun. A guy who's seen it all in Dubai, Chris Byers. Local product. Going to take the first for a ball upstairs. Byers was actually born in South Africa. His father worked for Aramco. He moved to Saudi Arabia as a kid and played in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, as part of the Saudi Arabian team, the Little League World Series 18 years ago. Now he makes his home in Dubai. He's got a couple of members of the Saudi National Baseball Program right behind home plate watching as he propellers after this one. On the right-hand side of your screen in the blue shirt, you can see Jean-Michel Mayor, who's the current head coach for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Bouncing ball short. Liddy keeps him off the base pass, and that's 5 in a row. Retired after the home run for Wiles. Another retired by Colin Wiles to turn the card over to Rudy
Bottom
Martin.
of the third, score is 4-1, Vinny's Falcons in the lead. Up next, number 1, Rudy Martin.
Break the streak. Instead, just flutters one up that Liddy takes care of. Wiles showing his wiles. He gets through the bottom half of the third with no turbulence. Gregory Cano then the top of the order for the Falcons when we come back at the UAE Series. On we go to the fourth, and it's brought to us by Shake Shack, the official burger of Baseball United. Great to have Shake Shack involved for the first time at a Baseball United event. Shake Shack, there's nothing better than grabbing a burger with a little black truffle sauce,
Yeah.
sweet onions, crispy sweet onions. They do it right. And the fans are lining up just behind us at Baseball United Ballpark.
Great burgers.
Amazing.
Up at bat, number 23, Gregory Cano.
Gregory Cano, 0 for 1 so far with a pop fly. He takes the first across the knees from Jair Jurgens. Jair does return for the fourth. McLaren, before the game, saying he was hoping all of his starters through this series can go 4 or 5 innings, and Jair looks ready to at least complete 4. Got him at 0-2. He started the last inning with a walk. In fact, all 3 leadoff men have reached against him in the game. That'll
Great
end right
pitch.
here. Makes Cano genuflect going down after that. The strikeout swinging on just 3 pitches. And maybe now Jurgens has found a groove.
Next up to bat, number 30, Alejandro Diaz.
You see him doing anything different here, Albert?
No, I just think, he's finally start feeling comfortable at the mound, using all his pitch, attacking, that was a great changeup right there. Attacking the hitter,
Really?
He knows he knows that he's probably only got a couple of innings left, maybe his last inning here, and he's like, hey, I'm going to give everything.
Well, he'd love to get Alejandro Diaz before exiting this game. Diaz has given him the most trouble. Triple and a walk. Now swoops one toward the Falcons bullpen. Both bullpens have seen some activity.
And it looks like he start feeling comfortable out there at the mound. Expect him maybe to throw a changer right here. Curveball. There it is.
Resets for a moment. Jair, for his struggles, he's done a good job to keep him in the game. Second levels this to Diaz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Diaz was caught at the plate, trying to score from first on the 2 RBI double by Guerrero. He's next up for the Falcons. Ground ball, Byers. Assist in the game. Nice work to shuffle over, get the backhand. 4-3 on the putaway.
Next up to bat, number 15, Gabby Guerrero.
Byers steady on the right side of the infield. We've seen great play defensively from both second basemen. Cano and Byers. Gabby, well, all you can do there is smile. Reaches out after it. He's 0-1.
Gabby looks in that swing that he just want to put it on the seat.
He loved it. A home run. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Now his uncle is Vladimir Guerrero, maybe the best bad ball hitter of all time. Do you agree with that?
Probably, but he was a good
He was a good ball hitter too.
ball hitter as well.
Good
Yeah.
ball hitter, bad ball hitter, moderate ball
It
hitter.
didn't matter if he put, if it was close enough for him and he made contact, he was gonna make you pay.
A phenomenal player for many years. Montreal Expos and Los Angeles Angels and
Texas,
Texas,
Baltimore.
His son Vlad Jr. has been a great major leaguer and the subject of a lot of chatter this offseason as well. Gabby, DD.
Great play.
DD Gregorius. Melton faces like a misplaced microwave at an ice sculpture park. What a play from DD up the middle. And makes it easy for Jair Jurgens in the 4th.
And plays like this what makes Didi, so good. He did that for so long in the Major League.
Good pick as well by Panis. We go to the bottom half of the 4th in Dubai. Great play from D.D. Gregorius.
Bottom of the fourth inning now.
Arguably the outstanding defensive moment of the game so far.
Up next to bat,
Jurgens gets a 1-2-3 now in the bottom half of the fourth. Colin Wiles looks to continue rolling with 1-2-3s. He's retired the last 6 he's faced. Dwight Smith Jr., who was robbed by Gregory Cano on a great play in the first, and takes the first one squirming through 25th pitch tonight for the 30-year-old Colin Wiles. 26 is going to bring us back to sea level at 1-1. Smith pushes out ahead once again. This is the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series, first of 3 games. Tomorrow night we'll play once again at 7:30 Dubai time before finishing with a matinee 4:30 on Sunday. Smith into the lower levels of the stratosphere. That's going to tumble back down to earth somewhere in foul territory, first base side. We've been talking great baseball families. How about the Smiths? Dwight Smith Sr., also a major leaguer. Bounced back by Junior. 2 strikes on him.
Junior played for a little bit, right? And with Baltimore, I believe.
Baltimore and Toronto as well.
Toronto.
I'm sure his dad is out there and making many, many memories through the years together. It's one of those things that you look at and say, boy, you wish he could be around to see this. Dwight Smith Sr. did pass away July 22nd, 2022. His son continues his legacy of professional baseball at a high level. Born in Peachtree City, Georgia, 32 years old. He debuted 2017 with the Toronto Blue Jays. That's your foul at first. And Junior was also part of the Reds and White Sox organizations. A nice career for himself, most recently in the Mexican League with Charros de Jalisco. 79 appearances, hit .302 for them back in 2024. Out. Wiles and Smith, Mid-East up 4-1, bottom half 4. First game of a 3-game set at Baseball United Ballpark.
Try our bat.
A 3-2. He does draw the walk. That's really nice work there.
Up next to bat, number 18, D.D. Gregorius.
D.D. still buzzing off that great play up the middle to complete the 1-2-3 for Jurgens. Ooh, he's got it going. Good play with the glove, good play with the bat. Pellets one out into right field. Base hit, let's make it first and second. It's the first time that Wiles has given up back-to-back base runners in the game.
Next up the bat, number 10, Courtney Hawkins.
There's the inning.
All right.
We see the golden ball.
We got the money ball for the first time, folks.
Money ball is in the game.
Abdo letting him know at Baseball United Ballpark. Courtney Hawkins is at the plate. If he hits a home run here, Wolves get double the runs. And instead, he tattoos one off the face of Mineo.
Money ball is in the game, which means if a home
This is
run
one
is
of the
hit, it is
innovative
double the
rules
run.
that Baseball United is pioneering. We saw it at the All-Star Showcase and see it here again. The golden ball, double your runs, but only on a home run. So even a triple would get the Wolves just 2. They are down by 3. Hawkins gets it. Panda in, out of the lanes, makes the play. Just missed it. Millimeter off. He positively rocketed one in his first at-bat over the left field wall. John McLaren, the manager of the Wolves, was the one who decided to put the money ball in play. The offensive team's manager decides to put it in play. And Hawkins just misses. And pop out the first out of the inning. And Connor Panis with 2 ducks on the pond. Nobody's scored since the bottom half of the second when Hawkins hit that home run. Panis takes down low. The umpire stopped it, threw it to third. Got it, baby! Mineo found it, and Panda got the tag on. Goodbye to Dwight Smith Jr. Staying put at first is Gregorius, and a critical second out on a strange play. Get a look here. It hit the leg, the right leg of Zedek, the home plate umpire. And great work by Mineo to get it on the radar. Panis trying to send it out of the ballpark. Also gets under it. And Gabby Guerrero will be the one to make the squeeze. Well, it looked dicey for Wiles. 2 on with nobody out, but he escapes unscathed. Still 4-1 going to the pivot in the United Arab Emirates. Top half 5, and we just got a visit from John McLaren, the manager of the Arabia Wolves. He came right over to our booth and said, I can't get him out of the game. It's going to take the entire security staff to pry Jair Jurgens apparently off the mound. He really wants to stay in, try to finish at least the 5th.
Definitely, you know, the last couple of innings he's looked really good, really comfortable. He started feeling his path, and I think, you know, hey, he knows his body better than all of us, so if he feels like he can give another inning out there, I mean, he wants to be out there, you know.
And he's facing off against the teeth of the order for the Falcons, starting with Panda. Pablo Sandoval, 2 RBIs in the game, takes the first downstairs. Jurgens has looked better and better as this one's gone along. Got his first 1-3 in the 4th. Sandoval bullets one out to left. But Courtney Hawkins gets in front of it. Sandoval goes down for the second time. First at-bat where he does not get an RBI. Alex Liddy up in his wake.
And I guarantee to you, if he goes to a clean inning, he's going to go back out there for the 6th.
Agreed 100%.
And another thing, you know, that you need to look at it, he's saving some innings, you know, in the bullpen. You know, there's got again tomorrow and Sunday, so the more arms that you can save, the better it is, you know, for the team.
Fools Liddy on the first one. It's about 5 relievers available. There are a couple of players at this series that play both out on the field and as pitchers. Jurgens trying to preserve that bullpen for John McLaren and Hector Berrios. Scuba dives that thing off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike on Alex Liddy. Interesting to see what the Falcons do in the bottom half of the 5th. They've got a right-hander throwing right now in the left field corner. Ooh, that's tough. Liddy stung by it, walks it off. No shin guard, at least not that we can see. Ooh. Makes me glad we're in this bunker here behind the screen, Albert.
That doesn't feel good. Trust me.
Arizona tries to put it in a picture frame. Runs it at 3-2 though on Liddy. The Italian shortstop tripled in the first. He was the final out of the.
Let's see what he throws here.
On second.
He's probably gonna go to a breaking ball.
Full count. Misses low. Liddy draws the walk. And Jair Jurgens with Dylan Thomas.
You can see him out there frustrated, you know. He's like, hey, I'm better than this. I think that's his 1, 2, 3, 6 walks.
I've got him at a half dozen as well. Maybe he can help himself out, but just misses the pickoff. Liddy must have gotten back in the breath of time. And Pana slapped the tag. Liddy smiles. He was leaning towards second. And just got cuticles back to the bag. František Prebil on the pole. Ball back by Thomas. Prebil is not only our first base umpire, he's the vice president of the Czech Republic Baseball Federation. Thomas, he's got the Fabergé eggs going. 0 for 0, 2 walks. 0-1 on him. Arizona keeps it close. The UAE Series debuting in Dubai in February of 2025. More history being made for Baseball United, an organization that's spreading baseball through the Middle East, through South Asia, and through the world. Up and out Frisbee misses for Jurgens. 20 major leaguers, including Jair, as part of the ownership group. Many more like Thomas who have played in the major leagues. Thomas, flare shot, DD should be easy. Pop fly will put a second out behind Jair.
Next up to bat, number 38, Lucy Castillo.
Well, if there's a guy who he can finish a third straight scoreless inning against, it would be Castillo. He's been experiencing a tough one at the plate. He's popped out, he's hit into the game's only double play. Jurgens, he's not all that far away from 100 pitches tonight. I believe he's around 80. I know our score bug says 64, but I believe there's 12 to 15 more than that on his resume. Up around the elbow.
I believe Castillo got his time too with Boston, right?
Rusney Castillo, yeah. Guy who made a name for himself. A couple of different places, international baseball, Mexican League, and of course in the MLB with the Boston Red Sox.
That's all I got.
2016, hit 7 home runs for Boston. Dart from Jurgens takes it to 2-1. Rusny, who played with the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles in 2021. Also an alum of the Pan American Games. Up the middle, around to greener pastures. Looks like it'll be corners for the Falcons. Liddy scampers over to third, first and third, as Castillo gets in the hit column with a single. And now John McLaren, with the game maybe hanging in the balance, makes a signal to the bullpen. Skipper, who talked to us at the start of the inning, you know he doesn't like to do this to Jair. Kind of smiling and commiserating. Jurgens really wanted to finish this fifth.
Definitely. I wanted to finish it.
Instead, it's going to be the relief corps. Fans wanted him to finish the fifth as well. They give him a nice hand, and he's greeted by Cash Shank, chairman, CEO, and co-founder of Baseball United, as he makes his way back toward the dugout. And we're all waiting on the edge of our seats for the man out of the bullpen, as is John, still out there on the pitcher's mound. Good support for Jair in the first base dugout. The Arabia Wolves. Hector Barrios, the pitching coach, among others, congratulating him on battling to keep them in the game tonight. Think about him leaving 2 in scoring position back in the first. That looms large in what's become a 3-run game about halfway through. The 2025 UAE Series. First game, and the fans getting the dance moves on as the switch is made.
Who's coming in?
Well, we've got a candidate here, and now we do know for sure. The Arabia Wolves are going to Alex Katz, 30-year-old left-hander out of Manhasset, New York, 5'11", 195 pounds. Comes in a crucial moment. Katz, who's pitched for the Israeli national team, now enters the game as the first relief man.
The Arabia Wolves has put in a new pitcher, number 19, Alex Katz.
Needs to come over here and just stop that bleeding right here. Keep the scoreboard like this.
Critical
in the
juncture.
Wolf, you know, a chance to try to come back in this game.
And I think it's intentional, bringing in the left-hander after all we've seen as righties. Can give you a bump, certainly in the short term, to bring in the other side of things. Katz, St. John's Red Storm alum in New York, won the 2015 Big East Conference regular season and tournament with that college program, and then was drafted by the Chicago White Sox. He represented Team Israel at the 2017 World Baseball Classic, and then pitched for the Israeli national team once again in Tokyo in the Olympics in 2021. Was also part of the team for the 2023 World Baseball Classic. So he's got great experience.
That's some experience, yeah.
Knows what it's like to come in when the team really needs you. And he's running into Sam Abbott, who's shown he knows how to run into a baseball. Walk and a big double.
Sam Abbott.
This 6'4" first baseman settles on in. First and third for the Falcons, trying to extend a 4-1 lead in the top half of the fifth. Cats looking for a final out. Cats will curl to first outside 1-0. Jurgens responsible for both on the paths, 4 runs scored against him while physically in the game, 6 hits. And the walks piled up at the same rate against him. This game has been error-free. Jurgens induced the only double play we've seen so far. Abbott checks on the strike zone after that, slithers through for Cats. Alex, who is in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball in 2024 with the Lexington Legends.
Great pitch.
Really nicely done. Ball and 2 strikes now on Sam. He and De Aza both reaching twice in this game for the Falcons. There goes the runner from first. Abbott lays off. We'll keep going. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 in scoring position. Deuces are wild with 2 outs on the scoreboard. Lead is at 3, though, for Mideast. Cradling below the belt. Cats kicks and comes outside. Liddy at third, Castillo at second. Alberto Mineo waiting on deck. The Southpaw Cats. Abbott tracks it the whole way, and now the bases go full. And payoff pitch misses.
Know what you want to do right there. You know, you want to put him away, especially, you know, he had a 1 and 2. Got several pitch, you know, that he could have put it away and end up walking him.
3 times aboard for Abbott. Mineo's been on once with a walk of his own back in the second against Jurgens. Is this the money ball I'm seeing?
Money ball is in play, which means if a home run
For the first time, the Falcons, under the direction of Dennis Cook, have elected to go with the golden money ball. Grand Slam would be worth 8 here. Blow it open for Mideast.
Yep.
Fastball downstairs.
I'm surprised Cook went to the money ball right here, you know, lefty on lefty.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
This is your 8-hitter, left-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher with 2 outs. If you were to walk, that would be worth just 1 run, so it's like a normal ball.
Yeah. Right.
Puts a little pressure, I think, on the batters if they see that gold ball.
Yes, yes.
We saw that with Hawkins when McLaren elected to use it last inning. Tried to hit it out of the park, ended up popping up to Pablo Sandoval. Had sort of a home run feel to it, out of the park, just the wrong way. 1-2 on Mineo. You ever heard that one before, Albert?
Oh, no. Just the wrong way.
Happy to get a laugh out of one of the all-time greats. 1-2.
Ooh.
Get him out of there, baby. The slides Mineo right back to the Pine Pony. Beauty of a pitch from Cass. He flushes 3 out of the base paths. We're halfway through. Falcons 4, Wolves 1. Bottom half of the fifth, and it's brought to us by Musco, the official stadium lights provider of Baseball United. Modern lighting system, and one of the best really in the world, that's helped to illuminate the brand new Baseball United ballpark, Barry Larkin Field in Dubai. Thanks again to Musco, presenting sponsor of the bottom half of the fifth. We have reached the halfway point, and now both teams have dipped into the bullpen. Shingo Hirata has come out of the warm-up area, and number 34, who's 35 years old, right-hander, 5'11", born August of '89 in Japan, going to take over after really good work tonight from Colin Wiles. 1 run on just 2 hits against him.
Definitely, what impressed me for Colin was he only gave up 1 walk. 1 walk, and if you keep guys out of the base, that's helps you to keep them from scoring. And the other hand, that's what I heard kind of Georgians, the first couple of innings, 6 walks, only 1 K, and got him in trouble, especially early in the game.
Big difference. Georgians chased from the game. In the top half of the fifth, he was relieved by Katz after piling up the walks. Now Hirata takes over for the effective Wiles. It's a swing through on the first from Murillo. Agustin Murillo following the second back quickly at 0-2. Shingo Hirata, part of the Yokohama Bay Stars in Japan. Debuted for them back in 2014. Uses a routine bouncer. It's snared by Panda. Mailed across the diamond a little bit wide, but shuffling just off his bag to grab it. Abbott puts the first out on the board for the new relief man. Shingo Hirata, one of 3 Japanese players involved in the 2025 Baseball United UAE Series. Brand new event debuting February of 2025, bringing together professional players from across the globe, from prospects to all-time legends. Hirata finds a strike to his fellow countryman, Shuhei Fukuda, the 17-year vet of Japanese professional baseball. Ball and a strike in their first meeting, and our first meeting between a Japanese pitcher and a Japanese batter so far in the UAE Series. Fukuda 0 for 1 so far. Dips down after that. Was 1-2. This is, in so many ways, a historic event. And we know there's so many people out there watching with interest in this particular matchup. Hello to all of our fans in Japan. There's Fukuda. Moves to 2-2. He's had such a legendary career. Played for the SoftBank Hawks and the Marines. Also has played some in the Australian Baseball League. Was there with the Brisbane Bandits back in 2010. Just missing the outside corner. Hirata tried to paperclip it. Let's go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is empty, bottom half of the fifth. Garcon on deck for the Arabia Wolves. That might be down. Yes, it is. Mr. Guerrero could get to it. Shuhei Fukuda, the DH, picks up his first hit of the evening.
Next up to bat number 8, Carlos Garcon.
Professional hitter, works it full, and then doesn't have to do too much. Get on base, give a little hope to the Wolves team. The Falcons have clearly outplayed them tonight, and yet, especially when you factor in the money ball, the Wolves are very much alive. Down 3 with 4+ innings to go. Upstairs in the first to Garcon, 1-0.
You know, the way the game started, you know, it felt like we were going to see a lot of more often. It seems like the pitchers, you know, are making some great pitching.
Yeah, they've
Out of
recovered.
the inning.
Recovered really well. I mean, in the second inning, they were just hitting the ball all over the yard. We saw that big double from Guerrero. We saw the home run from Hawkins. Nobody's scored in this game since the bottom half of frame 2. So just a piece. And Carlos debuted professionally as just a 19-year-old in 2011 with Oaxaca in Mexico. Had a nice career for himself since. Was with Durango in 2024. Guasave as well. In 60 games last year for Durango. Ended up with 41 hits. This pass here, Hirata starting to find his way. And we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Back-to-back full counts now for Hirata. Fukuda, a single off him on 3-2. Side by Garcon. Just cardio for Fukuda. Wolves have had one man caught stealing in this game. 3-2 again. Fukuda moves, and he can slow down. Some quality plate appearance. Base on balls.
So the Wolves was getting some going, making this game interesting.
Arabia Wolves smells good for them. Smells good from that American Garden barbecue, really. It's wafting over the field.
They need to get something going here.
Chris Byers could get something going in a hurry over the left field wall. If you were with us for the Arab Classic in November, he came up in the 6th inning against a favored Palestinian team with the score tied 1-1. That was a time limit game as well. There was about 20 minutes left in the game. He hit one out of the park to make it 3-1. The UAE never looked back, won the game 6-1 to advance in surprising fashion to the final. It was supposed to be, this was sort of the consensus before the tournament, Pakistan versus Palestine, both dominated the qualifying rounds. Chris Byers had other ideas. Bouncing ball back, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's been really open about his career, talking about the ups and the downs. Playing here in his hometown, certainly one of the ups. Ball down, that goes with him. Plays in the local league, and he's a Little League Hall of Famer. If you go down to the Dubai Little League, always love going down there and seeing the improvements and the fun. It's on their Hall of Fame wall. He'll be punched out here. Hirata knew he needed it and gets a critical strikeout.
That was a great pitch right there. Breaking ball.
Shingo Hirata with his first strikeout. The 5'11" right-hander. Started back in 2014 with Yokohama. Going up against Rudy Martin, Harada, who's also pitched in the Australian Baseball League with Canberra. Dueling with Rudy. Trying to get his mic going as well. Runner will get going as that ball slips away from the catcher. Both are going to move up. Fukuda goes to
base
third.
hit here can make the game interesting, though.
Simple single would cut it down to 4-3. Garcon is a catcher on second, but he'll be off with contact with 2 outs. Fellow catcher Mineo might stay around to regret that. Harada suddenly in hot water. 2-0 to Rudy Martin. Martin flies a kite out to left. That thing is down, and it's not fielded cleanly. It is going to make it a 4-3 game.
2 runs scored for the Wolves.
Alejandro De Aza muffed it a little bit out in left field. I'm not sure what it mattered as Garcon was off as soon as the ball hit the bat. Martin little inside out. Liddy did his best to get to it. De Aza had trouble getting the lariat around it. And suddenly, the Arabia Wolves, who at times looked like they were on their heels and maybe got their last bit of hope, have suddenly made this a 4-3 game. Harada gets a visit here from the pitching coach, Les Lancaster, former Chicago Cub, former St. Louis Cardinal, and the former Detroit Tiger. Quick conference call. Big swing, though a short shot. Martin picks up 2 ribbies, and now Dwight Smith Jr. comes to the plate. Well, you called it, Albert.
He might be running right here as well.
Let's see if he can call it again.
That pressure.
Good lead. Stays put. Dwight Smith Jr. laser shot right field. Guerrero cuts it off around the track. It's a single once again. It's corners for the Arabia Wolves. Smith has done a really good job tonight. On twice with a walk and a single. Extends it very importantly to Didi Gregorius.
Number 18, Didi Gregorius.
First multi-run frame of the game for Arabia, just the second we've seen tonight. First to Didi. Sir Didi takes it for a first ball. That is more than just a fancy nickname for Didi Gregorius. He actually was bequeathed knighthood following a great performance in Netherlands 2011 World Baseball Classic. He and his teammates became Knights of the Realm. He's out ahead 2-0, and now he's slamming this out to center. Thomas back though. And Dylan Thomas keeps it a 4-3 game. Productive frame for the Wolves. They see
another ball game.
Let's do it, baby. Going to the 6. Back within 1 in Dubai. Alex Katz left him loaded in the top half of the fifth, gave his Wolves team a chance to climb back in the game. And now, as you said, Albert, it's a ball game into the top half of the sixth as Katz returns to the mound. That Falcons lead whittled down to 4-3.
Yeah, it's a great ball game, you know. I mean, obviously we talked earlier about it. You know, the offense, we thought was going to see a high scoring game, but, you know, 4-3 is a great ball game, you know.
And Gregory Cano, first up for the Falcons. They'll have the top of the order, Deaza and Guerrero right after.
And just a great piece of hitting, too, by Rudy, you know, Martin, to make sure he get that 2 RBIs.
Sometimes it's not about how far the ball flies if you just drop it in.
We put the ball in play, you know, you put the pressure on the defense.
His single turned it from 4-1 to 4-3 just minutes ago. And Gregory Cano from San Pedro de Macorís, Dominican Republic, waves through. 1 ball and 1 strike. Katz, the first relief man for the Wolves. And trying to retire Gregory Cano for the 3rd time. He had no luck against Jair Jurgens. Is inside, 2 balls and a strike. Talking about great baseball families all evening long. Of course, his older brother Robinson, former New York Yankee, and other clubs in the major leagues. Such a great player. Baseball United co-owner. That one's jackrabbited to first. Easy pickup for Panis. Gregory set aside to start this 6th.
Up at bat for the Falcons, number 30, Alejandro Diaza.
88, Alejandro Diaza. Tripled and walked. He's also grounded out in the game. His first try against Katz. Ooh, look out.
Heads up.
Everybody's okay in the third base dugout. There's a rail, but there's not really a screen in front of him, and that just got rocketed. Luckily, past everybody and off the fence behind the rail.
That could have been really dangerous right there.
And in that area, most people are sitting down, though they're still standing and mostly smiling. Down the dugout. Deaza takes her seat right. Making noise for the turquoise. Falcons still in the lead. Deaza, ground ball, Byers in on it, leaves it to first. Katz shoot a walk to Sam Abbott to load the bases behind Jurgens in the 5th. Escaped that, now he's got 2 up and 2 down. Guerrero at the dish in the 6th.
Number 15, Gabby Guerrero.
Guerrero and Martin with the 2 swings that have brought in multiple runs in this game. Gabby a 2-run double back in the 2nd, part of a 3-run frame. And hard to believe, but that's the last time the Falcons have really gotten going with the bats. Sandoval followed shortly thereafter with an RBI single. He's on deck.
That was a right there. Definitely out of the ballpark.
Oh, I thought so too.
As you see, the ball wasn't carried early, but, you know.
And most of the day here, a lot of wind. Kind of crazy shifting wind, but as soon as we got started, it became a pretty calm night. Guerrero, after fouling off, takes first strike. Katz trying to make it quick, dangles the ball in that left hand. Wants another sign from Garcon. Brings it high and then low, just below the buckle. The southpaw on leash. Tags it foul down.
And go back to that play, yeah. That that'll show you right now how important that play was by Didi, you know, throwing out the assad at the play, because the game could have been 5-3 right now, and anything could have happened in that inning. Cutting down that run, you know, right there in the second inning was huge.
And that was Rudy who got it to Didi, who got it to the plate to catch De Asa to keep it from being 3 RBIs. Gabby has to lift the back foot to get out of the way there. The little levers, the tiny differences inning to inning. One play that can make all the difference. Gregorius, a wonder glove in the major leagues. Fantastic defense really on both sides tonight. And from all the players, no errors yet in this game. Guerrero, get out of there, baby. Zdak with the dramatic punch. Guerrero, history. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. 1-run affair. Falcons 4, Wolves 3 at the UAE Series. Seven runs, 11 hits, no errors between the Mideast Falcons and the Arabia Wolves. Garth Brooks going. She's been the star of the show there in the stands so far. Fans singing, fans dancing, having a great time at Baseball United Ballpark. Well, I've got many friends in low places, Albert. I would not consider you a friend from a low place. I consider you a friend from a high place. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Oh, thanks. It's an honor. It's an honor to be here, you know.
And making your Baseball United commentary debut, we've had Nick Swisher, we've had Robinson Chirinos, Elvis Andrews, Barry Larkin, Adrian Beltre. Somewhere down the list is my name, Joey Zanaboni.
Well, you're doing fantastic, yeah. keep it up.
Well, I'm crediting the popcorn that you've been supplying to me all game, Albert. It's keeping my strength up. As Harada gives the ball to a guy who's kept his strength up as well. Courtney Hawkins has hit a home run in this game, and he reaches half. 0-2. Big swing to stanch the momentum that the Falcons had built in the bottom half of the second. Scorched a home run out to left. Later in the game, had a chance on a money ball and popped out trying to hit another. And Courtney checks swing.
Wow, that was close.
First. He will stay up there.
Yeah.
Pre-Bill, the first base umpire, making the judgment.
Hard to tell.
Real hard to tell. Did he commit on the pitch is what you ask, and evidently not. 1-2, he stays alive to take a soft liner out to the left, and De Asa once again struggles with it. Has a go off the glove and kick toward the corner. Base hit plus the game's first error, and just like that, the tying run is at second base of the Wolves in the bottom half of the 6th. Got an extra go at it, and De Asa Last 2 innings, there's been a couple balls hit to him that he just hasn't handled cleanly. First one probably didn't really matter. This one does.
And that's really, really rare on C. De Asa. He's a really, really good defender outfielder.
And he's had a good game with the bat as well. He's got a triple and run scored, but he's been caught at the plate in a crucial relay. That was in the second. And now some trouble in left field. Hannes. He would pass the runner and reach himself. Should have been a first out. Instead, Gregory Cano's throw is wide. It's grabbed by Abbott, but an E4. 2 errors in the square. First and third, still no outs. Murillo coming to the plate. Looked routine. That's why you hustle right there. Good work by Panis. Chugged out of the box. Cano, who had a web gem in the first inning. It's tough playing on the other side of the world. So many of these guys coming from far, far away. Murillo follows one back to the screen. Good hands by Fukuda. The man on deck to toss it back to the dugout.
And like we say, those are routine plays that need to be made. And sometimes when you don't make it, they make you pay.
Murillo taking across the knees. 0-2. Shingo Hirata. You can see the sweat piling up in that turquoise cap. Not the hottest of nights in Dubai, but these guys have had to grind it out and getting late. Strikes. We started this game right about 8 o'clock after a fantastic pregame ceremony. We've been at it for about 2:15. Two-strike offering. That's to Panda. Goes to second for the out. On to first. Good pick from Abbott. Run scores to tie the ball game at 4-4, but that double play is going to go a long way for the Falcons. Starts at one corner with Pablo and another somewhat errant throw by Cano, but Abbott kept the foot on the bag despite Ruben pointing at him and saying he came up. I think that's a little gamesmanship from Ruben Rivera. I think he knew he kept a toenail on there.
Yeah.
Fukuda, the man from Yokohama, Japan, who had a flare shot single in his last AB, suddenly with the bases empty. A couple down, Fukuda swinging through. Second time these two fellow countrymen have met. Fukuda worked it full before winning the first battle with a little bloop out to right center field. It's 2 balls, 1 strike on him now. And 2 down in the bottom half of the 6th. 4-4 game, each team now with 6 hits. Fukuda, that's a long way out to left field.
That is it. We are headed to the top of the
sign and tosses it to the fans. Oppo field swing by Fukuda ends up in the glove of Deaza. We're tied, headed to the 7th.
Hey, what you doing? Trying to do somebody go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance. You gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance. It's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go. We gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
Back third of the ball game, and it's a good one. 4 runs each team, 6 hits each team. A couple of Falcons errors opened up a door. And now the Arabia Wolves have opened up the door to the bullpen again. They've set on hopscotch. Todd Van Steensel on to pitch in the 7th inning. Their third pitcher, their second reliever. And Van Steensel will toe the rubber. He never toes the line. That's one of his signatures. He says he's never stepped on a baseball line in his life. They call him hopscotch because every time he goes on a field, he hops over the lines to get out to the mound. Van Steensel, who's had a number of professional stops and has been effective through his professional career. Gets the ball for John McLaren's team. The Australian, born in Sydney, represented the Australian side on many occasions. He's played for the Adelaide Giants. He's played for the Sydney Blue Sox. He's formerly of the Philadelphia Phillies, the Minnesota Twins systems, and he's played for the world-famous St. Paul Saints as well. Hopscotch against Panda to start the top half of the 7th, and Panda bounces one out off the tip of the glove. Next he gets it, goes to first. Oh, he does not get it.
That's pretty close.
Safe!
Well, you don't see Pablo leg out a ton of infield singles, but does it right there. I'd like another look at that play at first. Little kangaroo shot. Good work by Van Steensel. Again, just mighty close. And Panis kind of had the heel on the bag. A little bit awkward at first base, but I think Pablo beat the throw. Sandoval, nice night for him. Couple of singles, couple of RBIs. Alex Liddy opened with a strike by Todd. Top half of the 7th. Reminder, one of our innovative rules for the 2025 Baseball United UAE Series. If this game is tied after 9, we go to a home run derby. More information to come on that if we get past the 9th. Liddy fishing a little bit, takes himself to 2 strikes. We are tied 4-4. Double plays have started to loom large in this game. Each team has turned 1. Van Steensel emailing up toward the hands of the Italian Liddy. One-two due from TBS. Hot shot is under the mitt of Didi Gregorius. Really tough play it would have been for Didi.
They're huge out.
Van Steensel racks up a first out. Each team has 2 money balls remaining. Managers get a maximum of 3. Rusney Castillo with Sam Abbott waiting next. Still a normal ball in the game, and the first one, Rusney inside. 1-0. Fans making noise, trumpets playing out in the Arabia Wolves Crawford box down the right field line, urging their team on, trying to keep it tied. 2 balls, no strikes now on Castillo. We are in the top half of the 7th, tied 4-4. Steel drums, loud drums, brass band. The atmosphere continues to get better and better here at Baseball United Ballpark. Castillo lightsabers one back.
You know, I would take my chance with the money ball in this inning. You know, especially if I had 2 left. Especially with Castillo, I would have taken a chance.
Castillo and Abbott's a pretty good candidate as well. Good power between them.
Yeah.
Catching up a little bit with Dennis Cook this morning. We were talking about it earlier as this one gets spiked off the plate. Dennis has had quite a week. He was in Tanzania climbing Mount Kilimanjaro with his triplets. He's got 2 sons and a daughter who are triplets in their mid-20s. They climb Mount Kilimanjaro. He gets on a flight and basically gets in early hours this morning to join his team. He was still working with them from afar, and of course his coaching staff out here over the last few days. Practice. Castillo was at 2 strikes. That hurts for Garcon. He's going to need a moment here, and Castillo, a gentleman, checks up on him. Get another look as he fights off this Van Steensel.
Oh, right on top of the kneecap.
Just tough. Protective gear only goes so far. And this might be an extended look. Hope he's all right. There really have not been many substitutes in this game. We saw Yunus Halim earlier as a pinch runner for Alberto Mineo, and Mineo stayed in the game as part of a designated pinch runner rule that allows players to remain in. Seen a couple of switches to the bullpen, but everybody wants to be out there, and Garcon gathers himself with a little bit of joy as John comes out to check on him. Full count on Rusney Castillo. And Pablo Sandoval is the lead man at second. 2 aboard for the Falcons. Top half, square 7. 1 out. Rusney Castillo. Let's see what they got. Wow. Avant-garde zone.
What an inning.
What a tough guy behind the plate. So I take an Advil just to watch a Jennifer Lawrence movie. I don't know how these guys go out there and do it. Trust me.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
No. Right at the top of the gateway arch. Well, Castillo's stayed alive by falling a couple off of Garcon. Another one. This is down and out. Castillo takes the latest 3-2 and makes it into a walk. Well, the bases are full. In a tie game, top half of the 7th, if there's kind of a silver lining for Van Steensel, who's in struggle mode, it's that he's not given up a run. The Falcons have not scored a run since the 2nd, and a double play would end the frame. glancing toward Dennis in the dugout. No sign that he wants to go to a money ball with the bases full. It would double your runs on a home run, so it would turn a grand slam from an 8-4 game into a 12-4 game. Stays normal here. And Abbott will get out ahead 1-0. Setting up inside is Garcon. Van Steensel can't find his spot.
Double play here. I would like this inning to stay like this, 4-4.
Going to the bottom half of the seventh?
It'd be interesting to see that home run derby.
I'm down
Why
with
no?
it. I'm down with it.
Be cool for the fans.
Van Steensel moves to 3-1. You're going to get, in the home run derby, a chance to see something that you almost never see. Each team would have a representative to start the home run derby, seeing 10 pitches. Most home runs wins. Instead of dragging it out over extra innings, give them a home run derby. 3-1. Missed by Abbott. Another 3-2 now. Situation for Van Steensel. Trying to recall, it was 2009, right? You were in the home run derby in St. Louis. That was the Busch Stadium All-Star Year home run derby. 09.
2009. Yeah, that was fun. You know, I participated in FIO then, and I enjoyed it, all of them. You know, a lot of players don't like to do it for some reason because they feel like, you know, sometimes that can mess up their swing. But for me, I enjoy it. You know, I took it like it was just regular batting practice.
And did a great job. Abbott draws a walk here, doesn't have to swing the bat to bring in Sandoval. A walk, RBI variety makes it 5-4. And Alberto Mineo will come to the plate, but not before Hector Berrios goes out to the mound to try to settle down Van Steensel.
You know, and after that 3-1 pitch right there, he threw a fastball, good pitch, kept it down. I didn't like it. He went to the all-speed right there. I would have challenged him, you know, and threw the fastball, try to get a ground ball double play and get out of the inning, you know. And I don't know why he went to the all-speed and walk him right there.
And that might be part of what Berrios is out there discussing with him. And now Dennis has thrown the golden ball out. Cook is going with the money ball. Mineo to the plate with the bases jammed. A 5-4 game, top half of the seventh. And we've got the second money ball that's being used by the Falcons. Wolves have used one, Falcons now two.
So that means that the Falcons only have one left, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Just one left. And might as well, I think you're right. Just 8 outs to play with offensively. It's in and out of the glove, but not far. Garcon keeps it close. Liddy's on third. Took a look. 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Falcons. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Wolves. Falcons have never trailed. It's a foul ball by Mineo. It's interesting psychologically, see what this money ball can do. And it's just on a home run that you double your runs. So does it put pressure on the batter? We were talking to some fans and some other armchair analysts before the game, and they said, hey, if the money ball is in play, maybe you should just intentionally walk the guy. You can't really do that in the bases loaded situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're facing a Barry Bonds or an Albert Pujols, something like that, right? 1-1. And that's bounced in the middle. Van Steensel to home for 1. On to first. Broken high save! Will Canis' foot off the bag. Liddy scores. Falcons 6. Wolves 4. Well, Garcon, who's had bad luck with foul tips all inning, gets a routine throw at the plate. And then the throw to first. Gets the runner, and I got ahead of myself there. Liddy was out at the plate, and our score will remain. Score of 5-4. Apologies for that, but it is bases loaded for the Falcons. Gregory Cano bounces one to first. And Van Steensel shuffleboards over to make the play. Well,
5-4.
they got the out at the plate to keep it within one. So that home run derby is still potentially going to happen. But first we got a 7-inning stretch, 5-4 game in Dubai.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem.
Bottom of the 7th inning.
Bottom of the 7th, we're all stretched out at Baseball United Ballpark. Bottom of the 7th, presented by SIS Pitches, the official field development team of Baseball United. Well, it is close. 5-4, razor-thin margin. Shingo Hirata trying to keep the Falcons in front. They had the bases loaded with a chance to break it open, but just nudged out to the lead. Garcon, the catcher, swings through the first from Hirata. Only relief man of the game for the Falcons. 0-1.
And after the way that the inning started, last inning, I mean, to be able to only just give up one run, it was huge. Just keeping the game within the reach, just one run.
This is really tight after the Falcons built a 4-0 lead after a frame and a half. Carlos Garcon had a tough top half of the 7th. Reaches down and flies that foul. Well, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there in baseball land, wherever you're watching in 170 plus countries, 6 continents around the world. February 14th for at least another 90 minutes or so here in Dubai. And if you are in love with the game of baseball, then the 2025 Baseball United UAE Series is right here for you. Garcon, high parabola, center field, first down. And now we're getting a special treat. The 9-hole was originally occupied by Chris Byers, who lives in Dubai, and now it's going to be occupied by Michael Maga, the fan favorite vote winner who got the last spot in the Arabia Wolves roster, proud member of the Filipino baseball and softball community in Dubai. Talked to Michael before the game, so excited to be part of this. And wouldn't you know it, he's out ahead 1-0. Byers, his evening over after going 0 for 2. Good strategy against Toronto. Rudy Martin, who has a key 2 RBI single in this game, waiting on deck. Maga. Right. Could it be the winner of a fan poll that pulls them even? Maga against Hirata, who's trying to battle and stay in it as a right-hander gets loose in the pen for the Falcons. Three balls and a strike as the fastball just did clip the bottom of the zone. Dennis steps out of the Falcons dugout to peer down toward the bullpen. Lancaster does the same. Maga takes his first half to boost himself full.
Let's give it up for the Baseball United fan choice, Michael Maga.
Fans coming to life for their choice. 3-2. And Maga punched away. Well, he got out ahead. Unfortunately, though, it won't be a walk or a hit for Maga. Martin comes up with the Wolves still leading this. Still trailing in this game 5-4. Falcons 5, Wolves 4. A put out by Thomas in center field and now a strikeout by Hirata. The Falcons within an out of moving to the 8th. Rudy swings over. Dumped his single out into left to make it 4-3 back in the 6th. Rudy middle of the box, slightly open stance. Inside off the mid of Mineo. He continues to catch. And for this Falcons team, we saw another of our Baseball United prospects, CM Laffey, out between innings. Doing a little work, warming up Hirata as Dwight Smith Jr. plays some miniature golf behind the plate, puts that loose ball over to the Falcons dugout.
You know, Hirata has done a really, really good job since he took over. I know that he gave up that 2-run, but since then he settled down and, you know, have given 3 strong innings.
Yeah, and we talked about it many times. They need long stretches from both starters and relief men. Just the first of a 3-game series. Rudy again with 2 strikes. Fortunately for him, Alex Liddy able to coast back and reel in the flying fish. Hirata shuts him down. 5-4 Falcons going to the 8th.
Score is 5-4. Minis Falcons in the lead.
Where it began, I can't begin to know, but that I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Touching hands, reaching out, touching me. If you know the song, it's the perfect time to sing. Let's go! Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe that never. Look at the night, and the dawn seems so lonely. We fill it up with only
Top half of the 8th, Sweet Caroline mode at Baseball United Ballpark. Guys get warm on the diamond as the fans sing and dance to the Neil Diamonds.
touching more, reaching out,
Touching me,
Baseball United Ballpark.
touching you.
Thank you so much.
Ba, ba, ba. So good. Thanks for singing along with us. Wherever it is you are tuning in from, 170 plus countries around the globe, 6 continents we're broadcasting to. And boy, are we thankful to do it. Ba, ba, ba.
Number 47, Brian Schlitter.
Well, it's a tight one in Dubai. Brian Schlitter trying to keep it that way. New hurler alert for the Arabia Wolves. Schlitter brought on to face off against Alejandro De Aza. Bullpen work started with Alex Katz, and now it does extend to Schlitter after Jair Jurgens battled kind of a rocky start, but kept his team in the game into the 5th. The strike called, Schlitter to De Aza. This is the 2025 UAE Series. De Aza just falls, scorches one down the center field line. And Schlitter, a former Chicago Cub, a former Oakland Athletic. Another Nippon Professional Baseball League player as well with the Cebu Lions, College of Charleston alum. They also thought about it. Works it a 1-2. Two of the best in terms of plane, two of the best in terms of facial hair. Schlitter against De Aza. De Aza takes that one close to the buckle, 2-2. Interesting game for Alejandro De Aza. Had the first hit of the series. Triple and a run in the first. Walked in the second, but was caught at the plate. Has grounded out a couple of times, committed an error since. Inside outs that one, over the bonk zone, third base side. Stays alive. Schlitter, who was originally drafted by the Phillies, 2007. And the Angels, a couple of years before that, though he kept playing college ball. Hook back foul. Schlitter out of Oak Park, Illinois. He's played professionally in that area with the Chicago Dogs of the American Association. Managed there by the legendary Butch Hobson. Down and in. De Aza sticking with it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. All full. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 8th. How about that? So nasty. De Aza lost his helmet. Stalks back to the dugout. He knows not much he can do about that. Had it tumbling like Simone Biles. De Aza, incredulous look. Good start for Schlitter. And now Guerrero, the 2-man in the inning, the 2-man on the card, waves through one. 5-4 Falcons. 1 out, top half, frame 8.
I tell you what, man, these guys, the Guerrero family, they don't get cheat. They swing hard.
Always do.
Vladdy, Junior, Gabby. Man.
Hard to get any of them out. Gabby, who had a 2 RBI double in the second. Schlitter seems to have the number. And Gabby Guerrero, among his professional stops, Cincinnati Reds organization, Diamondbacks. Played in the American Association like Schlitter as well. He was part of the Kansas City Monarchs team that won a championship in 2021. Retired from professional baseball in America in 2022, but has continued on with Baseball United. Got a piece. Did Garzon squeeze? Yes, he did. Well, Guerrero thought it hit the turf, and Garzon said no, it didn't. Zedek said no, it didn't. His opinion is the only one that really matters. He's checking in, though, with Preble, his first base umpire. And it looks like Preble has given the reprieve. All right, foul ball. Gabby, he got the call, right? John is looking over here and saying, should I go get him? You shouldn't go get him, John. He got him right there. Schlitter gets a strikeout. Gets Guerrero chasing on that. He wanted to see the replay we just saw. John McLaren, the manager. And in the end, it didn't matter. Guerrero descends the stairs to the basement and descends the stairs back to the dugout. And Pablo comes to the plate with 2 outs. Schlitter looking masterful so far. 2 up, 2 down against the first 2 in the order. Now the 3-man is Campbell. Sandoval sends one 300 feet over the third base dugout. And Pablo, 0-1. Well, Schlitter doing everything he can to keep this team in the game. They got 2, 3, and 4 due up. That stretch includes D.D. Gregorius in the bottom half of the 8th. That's the Wolves. Evened up for Pablo Sandoval, the 38-year-old out of Puerto Cabello in Venezuela. 2012 World Series MVP. Takes just outside. And 2 balls, 1 strike. Sandoval, wild swing, helicopters through. The man with the only Moneyball home run in the history of Baseball United, 2 for 4 so far tonight, a pair of singles. Deuces, Schlitter, tag down the left side. Third baseman was way away from the bag. Murillo playing basically in a shortstop position. Nothing he can do there. Pablo, 3 hits for the evening.
It's a great piece of hitting right there. That was a good pitch. He stayed with it, drove the ball the other way.
Such bat control, and boy, in the major leagues, so many years, Pablo doing stuff like that. Liddy takes that one spilling.
I think I saw him pitch. Was it this year or last year? He was playing independent.
Pitch.
Yeah, pitched like 5 scoring seating somewhere in independent league.
I'm going to pretend like I saw that myself, Albert, but I might have to pull up the YouTube video.
Yeah.
September 2024, that's right, in the Atlantic League.
Yeah, 5 innings.
Staten Island Ferry Hawks.
Yeah,
He was
I think he pitched 5 innings, I think. Something like that.
Going into the stats page here, 5 1/3 scoreless innings. Allowed 4 hits and a walk with 4 strikeouts. Now a soft line right side. That'll squeeze on through for Liddy. And that's a base knock. Liddy and Sandoval have powered this Falcons offense. Thomas, he's also trying to reach for a 3rd time, has a couple of walks. Bounces it off the plate. It is playable. Schlitter flips it to first. Brian Schlitter, 2 strikeouts in the top half of the 8th, and he does his job. Keeps the Arabia Wolves within 1. Falcons 5, Wolves 4. Teeth of the order up for the Wolves when we return at Baseball United Ballpark. Eighth inning action at Baseball United Ballpark. 5-10-2 for Mideast, 4-6-1 for the Arabia Wolves. The Wolves have the only home run of the game, and that came courtesy of Courtney Hawkins. A massive swing in the bottom half of the second. It's our bonk play of the day. He got all of that one, didn't he, Albert?
He didn't get cheated. He was looking for it. He took a couple of hacks in that inning, and then he finally connected. That ball went long way over the Crawford's box.
A Hawkins hack, and I admire the fan that tried to make that play with the bare hand. Just missed it as it flew out over the rail, over the Crawford box. And I'm sure
I'm glad he didn't catch it because he would have.
he might have gone with it.
Yeah.
Sure, John would love another one by his Wolves team, starting with Dwight Smith Jr. here in the bottom half of the eighth. There is a new hurler out there for the Mideast Falcons. Severino Gonzalez now pitching. He's sports number 52. He's 32 years old, 6'2", born September of '92. He's from Panama. Gonzalez facing off against Dwight Smith Jr., Didi Gregorius, and Courtney Hawkins, 2, 3, and 4 in this bottom half of the eighth. One run affair. Shout out to Shingo Harata, the relief man for the Mideast Falcons. He's in line for the win unless anything changes. And still plenty could change. Wolves will have the last licks tonight, as they will the entire series. Home team, all 3 games. Gonzalez.
Make a move. This is it right here. This is the guys that they want up, 2, 3, and 4 to hopefully take the lead right here.
And sure are. Gonzalez wants a release down the left side over our bonk zone. And 3-1, a reminder that if this is tied after 9, we would go to a home run derby, the first in the history of Middle Eastern baseball and the first in the history of Baseball United.
2-2 count.
Smith at deuces, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sticks the derriere back and goes to 3-2. Gaze in from Gonzalez. Full house delivery, and that's outside. First plate appearance for the Wolves. Walk for Dwight Smith Jr. He's quietly put together a really effective game. A couple of walks, a single. Needed to get on for Didi. Hawkins moves into the on-deck area. Severino Gonzalez, who pitched in the MLB with the Philadelphia Phillies. Didi thinks bunt. Ball hits off the candy dish foul. Gregorius has a single tonight. He's helped turn a double play. He's got a web gem as well on a ball up the middle in the middle of the game. He'll thump that out to left center, and it's down. Splits the gap. I think we're going to 5-5-2. That's easy for Dwight Smith Jr.
We are now
across. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position with no outs to boot for the Wolves. Didi Gregorius. Well, he wasn't joking about the bunt. Did try to put it down and fouled it off. Wolves will much rather take this. Now Didi on second, making 5-5. Hawkins breaks it back. Take the handle of it back to the dugout as the fans cheer. I'll split it pretty clean right there. Courtney Hawkins at the plate with a chance to put the Wolves ahead for the first time in the game. gets himself a new bat. Now a 0-1 do. And Hawkins up the middle, diving play there, throw to first, got it, baby! Oh, Alex Lenny up the middle.
Out at first.
Gets Hawkins, deprives and keeps Gregorius at bay at second. Big time first down.
That's a bad read right there by Didi. Didi needs to know that anything into the left side, he should have advanced to third base right there.
Little base running miscue from Gregorius.
Yeah.
And now the money ball is in play. This will be the second money ball used by the Wolves. So they have one left, and with Panis, a power hitter at the plate, McLaren rolls the dice. Panis trying to take it out of the yard. 0-1. Well, with the score tied and a man on second, you wonder if the money ball should even factor into Panis' thinking. Will he shorten up and look for a base hit, or will he try to send it out of the yard?
Well, I can tell you that at first swing, he wasn't thinking about putting the ball in play. He was thinking about putting the ball in the seats.
That's right. One ball, one strike. Gonzalez. Did he hit him? Yes, he did. Got him in the toe. And so the money ball, that becomes a hit by pitch. It's first and second. And Murillo at the plate. And I wonder if McLaren will go back to the money ball again. Yes, indeed. He's brought another money ball out to Z-Deck. And this will stay in play. This will be the third money ball. And I guess McLaren's thinking is informed in part by the fact there might not be a bottom half of the ninth.
Of course.
If they take the lead here, then
Yeah.
you don't want to just end up with multiple money balls in your saddlebag. Murillo, that's a strike, but it's out of the glove of the catcher, Mineo, and both runners do advance. So with one out, second and third becomes the situation. A pass ball on Mineo. It's not often that catchers are asked to catch a gold-yellow ball. And Mineo has a dribble away. Now the money ball comes out of play. And it looks like they've gone back to a normal ball. The second and third, and Murillo, weak swing through. 5-5 game, bottom half, square eight. Wolves trailed 4-0 out of the gates, have grinded their way back. Just outside to Agustin Murillo, man from Tijuana, Mexico. Now at a ball and two strikes. Fukuda on deck.
I don't understand why they don't play the infield in, though. One out, tie ball game, they consider in the runs.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Got to play. To play at the plate, that is going to run into 3-2, borderline pitch. And we are all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 5-5 game. Murillo with Didi on third. And let's load him up. Fukuda going to come to the plate.
Bases loaded now,
Shot.
bottom of the 8th inning. The score is tied at 5. Next up to bat for the Wolves, number 37, Shuhei Fukuda.
Game hanging in the balance, and one of the most talented hitters, one of the longest tenured professional players we have at the UAE Series, into the left-hand side. Fukuda. First one, paper clip to the inside corner. Fukuda, who has a base hit in this game, most recently flew out to left field. Pretty good swing on it, though. Moves out of the way of that. Evens up. And now you got the corners in for the Falcons. Middle infield double play depth. trying to help Gonzalez get out of it. Fukuda check swing.
Just still surprised me, that they're not protecting. I mean, Fukuda put the ball in play, and it's gonna be hard to turn a double play. So I still don't understand.
Now a 2-1 count. Let's make it 2-2. Pablo really only partially in at third. Fukuda sends it that way off the body of Panda. Leaks into foul territory. DD strikes across.
The Arabian Wolves have taken the lead. The score is now 6-5.
Wow. After falling behind in the top half of the first and never leading in this game, the Wolves have struck a couple of times to build a 6-5 advantage. Hot shot, Sandoval could not handle it. Fukuda certainly will be rewarded with a hit there. Garçon swings through. Looks like we will stay 3 errors between these two teams in the game. Garçon. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Still bases loaded for Arabia. There's a bouncer towards short. Liddy comes home with it! And he got it. Vineo keeps a toe on the plate. Italian to Italian. Got Panis before he could cross. Connor, he's caught at the dish. Boy, that's an athletic play with the runner
That's a great
coming.
play.
Kind of a gymnastics throw from Liddy, and he's been a shining star this evening. Big time stuff. Now LP Pelletier. Screen with the bases still loaded, still a 6-5 game. 0-1. LP, who's come in as a defensive substitute after Michael Maga batted for Chris Byers. He started playing second base. Pelletier takes himself to 0-2. He was drafted by the Padres back in 14, and then the Astros in 16 out of Seminole State in Oklahoma. Originally from Montreal, he's 29, just celebrated that birthday on February 1st. 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Gonzalez limits Damon. We're going to the top half of the ninth.
Retires the side.
To win it. Wolves 6, Falcons 5, 2025 UAE Series in Dubai.
Remember, today is the day of love. Happy Valentine's Day. Sing it with us now.
All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to kick off the 9th inning. Let's give it up for both teams.
Top half of the ninth, Wolves on the prowl. They're looking for the win. Our final inning presented by Bonk, the official sponsor of the Baseball United 2025 UAE Series. Thanks again to Bonk, cryptocurrency that has given us Gordo out in right center field. If somebody hits him with a home run, it's still not too late. Everybody in section 200 would get a hot dog. That is a 35-meter dog out there. And more importantly, somebody hits a home run, it might tie or give the Falcons the lead. Top half of the ninth. Davidas Neverauskas on to close it out for the Arabia Wolves. And he is facing off against Rusney Castillo. To start this ninth inning, Neverauskas, big swing and miss. The power pitcher takes it to 1 ball and 1 strike. Neverauskas currently with Charles de Jalisco in the Mexican League. He's made some baseball history. His father is a coach in Lithuania. Neverauskas, who grew up when basically there were no baseball fields in Lithuania, became the first Lithuanian-born player ever to play in the major leagues. It was back in 2017 for the Pittsburgh Pirates, going up against Castillo, and has Rusney on the ropes at 2 strikes. Barring any changes here, it'll be Abbott, then Mineo to follow. Toward the right field corner, long Manis stretches the glove out, but can't quite get to it.
Great try.
He's built like a truck. He's got speed, though, as well. And Panis can't run it down. Will that be an extra try that maybe gives the Falcons a little life? This would be defeat snatched from the jaws of victory for Mitty's team that had control of the game early. Right-hander comes and just misses with it. Neverauskas now all full. 32-year-old out of Vilnius, Lithuania. Miss. And that foul tip ends up in the mid of Garcon. First out here in the top half of the ninth.
Top of the ninth inning, score 6-5. Arabia Wolves in the lead. Moneyball is in the play, which means if the batter hits a
Well,
home
Dennis
run,
Cook has 1 money ball in the bag. You might as well use it now. Abbott, a good candidate. If you were to hit a home run here, the Mideast Falcons would take the lead at 7-6. Neverauskas with that golden goal. Since the first outside. Next to Sam, just narrowly misses inside. Swing through by Sam. Let's make it 2-1. Double, a couple of walks. Abbott's been good tonight.
Going!
Parachute, shallow center. Rudy there. And Martin makes the catch to take us within an out.
The Mideast Falcons must score at least
2025 UAE Series. Alberto Mineo doesn't want to go down without a fight. He's moved into the batter's box. Gregory Cano would be next.
Number 36, Alberto Mineo is up at the plate.
6 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for the Wolves, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Falcons. Again, they led 4-0 after a frame and a half. Mineo takes downstairs. Joey Zanaboni alongside Albert Pujols. We will have post-game coverage for you to wrap it up and preview the next couple of games of this series. Whenever this goes final, Mineo swing through, 1 ball, 1 strike. Still hoping for a home run derby, Albert?
Be nice to see it. Why not?
We'll have 2 more chances at it.
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
exactly.
7:30 and 4:30. But would be a heck of a way to start out this series. Mineo, has he extended the game? No, he hasn't!
Martin's out of there! And that is the end of the ball
Right
game.
center, and that's it.
6-5.
A lace shot from Mineo ends up in the laces of the glove for Martin, and the Arabia Wolves have won the first ever game in the Baseball United UAE Series. What a ball game it was as the Wolves.
That was a great ball game. You know, the way, like I say, the way they started, it seems like we were gonna see more often. But 6-5 ball game. I mean, the Wolves came back and fight all the way. You know, that's why I say you have to play 27 outs, and then it's always until it's over.
Roared back and took their first lead of the game in the bottom half of the 8th. Down 4-0 at one point, they end up outscoring the Falcons 6-1 after the top half of the second. And some big-time plays, a couple of errors for the Falcons that kept the door open, a couple of chances that they did not quite capitalize on. But I look back at that relay from Didi to the plate to catch De Aza. That was when the Falcons were dominating the game. Even in the midst of that, Arabia found a silver lining and found an advantage.
And then the game tying double the Didi hit. You know, not just playing defense. You know, he also hit had a great game at the plate today as well.
Ended up scoring the winning run and giving the Wolves a 6-5 win. That's the first win for John McLaren with Baseball United. He unfortunately took a couple of losses, the manager of the All-Star Showcase back in 2023. But John's going to walk out the field as a winner as his guys celebrate in the first base dugout. The Wolves taking advantage as the home team to win the game, and they'll get the celebratory selfies. I'm sure they are going to stick around with the fans to celebrate this a win in a game that was started by Jair Jurgens. That was tough kind of start for him, and I know John wanted the starting pitcher to go deeper. He was not able to do it, but the bullpen ended up taking care of business for the Arabia Wolves. Gonzalez is going to get the loss for the Falcons. Schlitter is going to get the win for the Wolves. And Neverauskas is going to get the save for Arabia. Good performances on the mound. You do have to credit Jair. Even though he didn't have his best stuff tonight, he still battled.
He still battled. You know, he went almost 5 innings, you know. I mean, he wanted to stay out there, and you have to give credit. You know, he saved some of the bullpen and still keep the team with the chance, you know, to win the game, which they did.
Dwight Smith Jr., Didi Gregorius in the 8th ended up powering the fans as the Wolves do win this one by a final score of 6-5. 7:30 tomorrow, once again here at Baseball United Ballpark. What do you expect in Game 2, Albert?
No, the same thing. You know, I think these guys, you know, you show up today. I mean, they were with a high energy, you know. Great offense. I mean, 6-5 it's a good ball game, you know. Good matchup with the pitching. So I expected the same thing, you know, tomorrow and Sunday.
We'll have 7:30 as the first pitch for tomorrow. We'll have a 4:30 ball game on Sunday. This is a 3-game series. So the Falcons still definitely have a chance to climb back into it and win the series. But the Wolves off on the front foot after coming back and winning this one by a final score of 6-5 tonight. Valentine's Day in Dubai. What a way to celebrate it. Loving the game of baseball as part of Baseball United's movement that has been created to spread the game of baseball through the Middle East and South Asia. Just a pleasure to see these fans mingling and having fun at Baseball United Ballpark and seeing these young kids out there running the bases. It really is what it's all about. Results aside, seeing the smiles on their faces, this is really why we do it.
100%. I think, with the crowd and everybody was in the game, and I think big supporting of the gang, and expecting the same thing tomorrow and Sunday.
Energy was awesome. Thank you to all of our great partners out here. Thank you to all the great fans who have come out to the Sevens Sports and Recreation Complex, Baseball United Ballpark, Barry Larkin Field, to see what this organization has grown into since originating in 2020 through the All-Star Showcase in 2023, the Arab Classic a few months ago, and now this great event, the UAE Series. Professionals from across the globe, from prospects to all-time legends, gathering to celebrate a sport that's new to this area but is blooming and finding a new home in spectacular fashion. Excellent baseball like this is certainly going to help as the Wolves take down the Mideast Falcons in the opener of a 3-game series. Thank you to Rick Shake on the 1s and 2s here at the stadium. Thank you to Carlos Mirabal, our official scorer, Herbie Pilata, our do-everything man in the music, PA, and scorers booth. Thank you to Abdo, the legendary radio personality, for serving as our PA man tonight. Thank you to JV, Josh Varghese, who's running around doing everything in support. Of course, thank you to Cash Shake, Chairman, CEO, co-founder of Baseball United, for the opportunity. Thank you to Josh Hall and the production team back in the studio helping us out. And Albert Pools, thank you, of course, to you. Thanks for making your debut tonight.
Thank you so much, Joey. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're going to see you tomorrow, Albert. The machine will return when we come back with a 7:30 first pitch at Baseball United Ballpark. Until then, I'm Joey Zanaboni saying so long and good night from Dubai. This has been the Baseball United UAE Series.
It's time to spin my thrills. Custom spinning wheels. I ain't drove in a week. Them did it spinning steel. Talk about me, cause these suckers scared to talk about me. Killers talking about me. It ain't no talk about me. It ain't no walking around me. See all these killers around me. Lot of drug dealing around me.